weekdays between 10 and 2 on 680 The Fan.
Here's a pitch right down the middle. For the thrill seekers, day trippers, and sightseers in all of us, check out the Ford Bronco Sport at buyfordnow.com. Proud sponsor of the Ford Leadoff Show and your Atlanta Braves.
Reminder, fans, cash in on the baseball action with Prize Picks, the official daily fantasy sports partner of the Atlanta Braves. Download Prize Picks and use code BRAVES, and you'll get $50 instantly when you play $5. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details. Jose Soriano, less than 4.5 strikeouts. And Bryce Elder, less than 16.5 pitching outs.
I do want to mention Jason Dorn, who was in the building with us last night. His pick to click, his pick of the day was, of course, Sean Murphy, who Jason picks every time that I see Jason. But, boy, last night was the right time to roll with Jason. We'll find out who can actually be an offensive hero tonight. I do want to mention as well, if you're listening on the 680 The Fan app, if you're listening on a local station, tomorrow, right here at 12 o'clock on 680 The Fan, we're going to be rerunning Game 6, the original radio broadcast of Game 6 of the 1995 World Series with some special added bonuses. There's a little marquee sound that's going to be put in. Tom Glavine, Chipper Jones. There are going to be little extra things, a little bit, I think, maybe from Greg Maddux will be in there, interspersed throughout the game tomorrow on 680 The Fan locally. But on the 680 The Fan app streaming, you can listen to the entire broadcast of the 95 Game 6 World Series clincher.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a fun time to celebrate on July 4th and the Braves winning the 1995 World Series. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
All right, the Braves 4-7 in rubber games this season. Let's change that today. Let's change it with the Bryce Elder start. Let's change it with an offensive explosion. Let's do it with another grand slam. Why not?
Yeah, and then Baltimore does come into town, and Charlie Morton is scheduled to pitch on Friday. We could talk a little bit more about that, where I think he might end up when the weekend is done.
For Bryce Gobert, for Joe Virgin, for Chris Domino, I'm Barrett Sallee. Game 3, Angels and Braves coming your way right now.
When you're looking for leading cardiac treatment, look to Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with 5 emergency cardiac care centers, so we're here when you need us most. We lead with more than 55 locations in Georgia. That means we're always in the heart of your neighborhood. We lead with clarity, because clear direction is better when it comes to understanding every step of your treatment. Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with heart.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. John always listens to his truck. So when his brakes start talking, he goes to AutoZone, where a helpful AutoZoner gets him the right parts. If John has time to put them in, he borrows a kit with Loan-A-Tool. And if he doesn't, he gets a free shop referral. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Deposit required for Loan-A-Tool. Restrictions apply.
Hey, Braves fans! SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the A, meaning SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of... the official ticket marketplace of...
That ball was crushed.
And...
Did you see that?
Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Braves games or to any other live event across Braves country, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of every home team win. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of... Let's go Braves! Hurry up and get your Braves tickets for the 2025 season. With great matchups and multiple seating options and packages available, there's something every fan will love. Visit Braves.com/tickets today.
Braves fans, everyone's first pick for ice cold refreshment is back at McDonald's. The Braves Frozen Fanta, a winning blend of Frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry and Frozen Fanta Wild Cherry. It's the MVP of flavor. And right now you can get a medium for only $1.99. That's what I call knocking your cravings out of the park for a grand slam of a deal. There are drinks, then there are drinks from McDonald's.
Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coca-Cola and Fanta are registered trademarks of the Coca-Cola Company.
From playing catch in the front yard to backyard barbecues, your lawn is the backdrop to it all. That's why Pennington, at the official grass seed of the Atlanta Braves, is here to help you grow a lawn you can be proud of. With over 80 years of experience rooted right here in Braves country, Pennington knows what it takes to achieve big league results right at home. So whether you're entertaining or unwinding, you can trust Pennington Grass Seed, available at the Home Depot.
You're not afraid to get dirty. You know there's strength in sweat, pride in a hard day's work, and power in a great team. We agree the best teams run like a well-oiled machine. That's why you need a Yanmar tractor on your roster. The tractor rated #1 in product quality by the EDA 5 years running. From digging and grading to tilling and mowing. Get more done. Take less time. Yanmar gets you to the game faster. See all their tractors online at yanmartractor.com. That's yanmartractor.com.
This is Chuck Oliver, and I want your summer to include 2 tickets to Truist Park. Listen to Chuck and Chernoff weekdays during our 4 o'clock hour for your chance to win Braves tickets on 680 The Fan or use the Fan app.
The measure of a team is shown in summers like this. When the chips are down and the games are close, the 2025 Atlanta Braves don't give up the fight.
And he hits one to deep right field, streaking back towards the wall. That ball's in the chop house.
Every game matters, so don't miss a moment this summer as the Braves try to battle back in the standings.
Curveball swung on, belted. Gone! Ronald Acuna Jr.
Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network is brought to you by the official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew, ServPro. When disaster strikes, call ServPro to make it like it never even happened. Saya LTL Freight, the official freight and logistics company of the Atlanta Braves. Corona Extra, La Playa awaits. Georgia Power, the official electric energy partner of the Atlanta Braves. IBEW Local 613. Truist Park keeps the lights on with IBEW 613 electricians. The Battery Atlanta's own ASW Distillery, home of the award-winning Fiddler Bourbon. TYM Tractors, a winning lineup, together as one. Tonight, don't miss a minute of Atlanta Braves baseball as Austin Riley and the Braves take the field against Mike Trout and the LA Angels at Truist Park. This is Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network, lit by Louisiana Hot Sauce.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome into Atlanta Braves baseball. Tonight from Truist Park in Atlanta, Georgia. It's the final game in a series of 3 between the Braves and the Angels. Series is on the line, and the Braves hand the ball to the right-hander Bryce Elder. He'll be opposed by right-hander Jose Soriano. It's great to have you with us for the rubber game of this series, alongside Joe Simpson and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. And Joe, last night, Braves got a big 6th inning, scored 7 times in the 6th inning, and the 7 runs they scored in that frame was as many runs as they had scored in their previous 5 games combined. So there's a big step in the right direction.
I knew there was a reason we were celebrating. I mean,
I'm still celebrating.
But it's like I said to Brian Snitker today on his show. We get first and third, nobody out, we can't score. We get the bases loaded, 1 out, we can't score. And then lo and behold, last night, 2 outs, nobody on base, and we score 7 runs. That kind of stuff in baseball is hard to figure.
Well, it ought to just really underline the point. Why are you betting on baseball if you do? You're going to lose your mind. My goodness. Speaking of losing his mind, Bryce Elder is hoping to get his mind back. These last 3 outings for him have been pretty tough.
Yeah, they have. Coming off that great outing he had in San Francisco, he's not been able to double up on it, and certainly wasn't able to in his last time out against Philadelphia under dubious circumstances, late night arrival in the morning, wee hours of the morning before the start, rain delay. He had already warmed up, ready to go out, and he just didn't have it. And I guess if there's an odd comparison, the guy he's facing tonight, Jose Soriano, had a similar outing his last time out.
Yeah, that last go-round for Soriano, he gave up 8 runs on 9 hits versus the Nationals. So both these guys looking to bounce back, aren't they?
No doubt about it. And the scouting report on Soriano, throws pretty hard, but he's more than anything, he's got a hard sinker. He's had 19 double plays turned behind him already this year. That's a pretty good number.
Well, we could see a bunch of double plays tonight if both pitchers had their sinker going.
Exactly.
That's for sure. Well, the Braves are 4-7 in rubber games. Look, you're at home. This is an Angels team that, sure, they're under 500. I know the Braves are too, but when you're at home, you got got to find a way to win a game like tonight.
Absolutely, you do. And I think there are a few signs offensively that are very positive lately. Certainly, Sean Murphy and what he's done this week has been very good. Michael Harris has 3 hits in the first 2 games of this series, had some really good at-bats again last night. Those types of things, Profar being added to the lineup helped, of course, with his home run. So those are all positives. Let's hope they can take them into the game tonight.
Yeah, give me a lot more of that tonight, and the Braves win. When we come back, Joe will introduce you to the starting 9 for both teams, and right after that, we'll have the first pitch of the game. Braves and Angels tonight on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
John always listens to his truck. So when his brakes start talking, he goes to AutoZone, where a helpful AutoZoner gets him the right parts. If John has time to put them in, he borrows a kit with Loan-A-Tool. And if he doesn't, he gets a free shop referral. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Deposit required for Loan-A-Tool. Restrictions apply.
Win money on your phone, tablet, or laptop at PlayDigi.com from the Georgia Lottery. Play responsibly. Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day.
Hey fans, don't miss a pitch, double play, or game-winning home run, because life's best moments deserve crystal clear vision at Marietta Eye Clinic. Our 35 award-winning doctors cover everything from kids' eye exams to advanced surgeries with the latest technology. This July, we're opening our new Johns Creek Clinic and Surgery Center, bringing you 13 convenient Atlanta area locations. With easy online scheduling, expert care is just a click away. Book now at MariettaEye.com. Marietta Eye Clinic. Your vision, our priority.
Braves fans, this is Mike Morgan, founder and CEO of 13 Heroes. Like you, I was devastated when tragedy struck in 2021, killing 13 U.S. service members in Afghanistan. From then, I immediately founded 13 Heroes for a way to give back to the families who lost their loved ones. 13 Heroes is a premium, award-winning line of spirits with the purest and smoothest liquid on the market. Please help turn tragedy into legacy by picking up a bottle of 13 Heroes at your local bottle shop or visit 13heroes.com. Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Attention Braves fans, we have a major announcement. Tire Discounters is back as the tire retailer partner of the Braves. Here's their Stasi jingle.
White tops, white pants, red lettering, red numerals outlined in navy. Braves across the chest on top of the red tomahawk. And the Angels wearing their red uniform tops, gray pants, red lettering, red numerals outlined in white, and Angels across the chest of their red uniforms. Here's Mike Trout. The pitch on the way from Elder. A big swing and a miss there on the first pitch. Slider from Elder. Trout in the series 2 for 8. He had a single last night. He had a double in game 1. And he's their DH again today. 0-1 on Trout. Neto a good lead at first. Elder fires. 0-1 fouled off into the seats down the first baseline. Gave you the number last night for Trout. Got to keep an eye on him in the first inning, as he's one first inning home run shy of tying Mickey Mantle for 11th most in the history of the game for first inning home runs. And Elder trying to keep him in the ballpark here. Ahead 0-2. Pick off over to first base. Not a bad idea. Got to keep a close eye on Neto.
Yeah, he's got 13 steals. And it's been a while since he's been on base, so he's probably feeling frisky.
He's got a huge lead over there. And Trout fouls one off right there at the feet of Sean Murphy. Still 0-2 on Trout. Interestingly enough, on Neto, he mentioned 13 steals. He's been caught 7 times. So 13 of 20 in the stolen base department.
Yeah, that's not very good. A shame that Sean couldn't hang on to that foul tip. Would have been nice to not have to make another pitch to Trout.
Crowd getting behind Elder. Neto a good lead. 0-2 pitch. And he just missed, according to Ron Kolpa. Looked like he had the corner there. Went up and in with that sinker. That looked like a good pitch.
It was.
Right on right matchup. No score in the top of the first. 1-2. In the air foul into the seats down the right field line. That lands in the second deck of the stadium. After Trout, it'll be Ward. But it is hard to put away this 33-year-old veteran who has a Hall of Fame trajectory. Neto runs, pitch swung on, miss, throw down to second base. Tag applied, not in time. So Neto with the steal, but a strikeout of Trout, and 2 down in the inning. Neto with his 14th steal of the season, so he's in scoring position now for Ward. Big strikeout there for Elder. Not out of the woods yet. Taylor Ward ranks 5th in the American League with 20 homers this season. And over the last 10 full seasons, the only other Angels with 20-plus home runs are household names. You can probably guess the list. There's a ball sent foul. That'd be Mike Trout, Albert Pujols, Shohei Ohtani, and Jared Walsh also on that list. Might be the only list that Jared Walsh is on with Trout, Pujols, and Ohtani. 0-1 on Taylor Ward. Here's the pitch from Elder. A huge swing and a miss on a slider. 0-2.
That was well located. Had some pretty good bite on it.
16 pitches thus far for Elder. 13 strikes. You love that. Getting way ahead of all these batters. Trying to put away Ward. 0-2 pitch. Missed a tick low with a slider. Not a bad idea. So coming out of the chute tonight, Elder locating everything in his arsenal. And looking to locate one more good one to get Ward. Neto a lead at second. 1-2 pitch. Missed low with a sinker. 2-2. No score, top of the first inning. Neto takes his big lead at second. Elder's 2-2 to the plate. And he missed a little bit low again with a sinker. Trying to find the bottom of the zone. It's not been there.
That was pretty good, though.
Let's see if he goes back there again. Count has run full on Ward. And the payoff pitch. Pulled foul on the third base line. Bounced past Bo Porter, their third base coach, and to the railing of their dugout. And, of course, another familiar face Across the other side of the diamond, Eric Young, their first base coach. Bryce Elder looking into his catcher, Sean Murphy. Hoping to make the right selection right here to put away Ward. Again, the 3-2, and he misses low with a slider for ball 4. Right around the edges of the strike zone, just couldn't quite squeeze it in there. And with 2 down there at first and second for Joe Adell. And this might be the last guy you'd want to face right now in a situation like this.
Career high 13 straight he's hit in.
It's the second longest active streak in the majors right now. Right on right matchup. Adell swings and tips one into the mid of Murphy for a strike. In fact, the 13-game streak is tied for the longest by an Angel this season. Zach Neto also had a 13-game streak end of April through early May. Neto's at second right now. Ward's at first. A 1 to Adell. Low and inside, 1-1. Last night, it was Adell who put the Angels on the board in the first inning with a 2 RBI single. Elder's 1-1 to the plate, and a bouncer up the middle that finds a hole and a base hit. Around third base, Zach Neto. He'll score, and once again, the Angels have the early lead. It's 1-0 L.A.
I'm going to assume Neto hit third base, but I watched him, and if he hit the corner of the bag, he barely brushed it.
That makes it a 14-game hitting streak for Adell, longest by an Angel this year. Here's Jorge Soler. Got to limit the damage here. 1-0 Angels. Elder back to work. And a first pitch strike. Got the sinker on the inside corner. Soler big and tall. They're in the right-hand batter's box. Batting .210, 9 homers, including one last night. Ball inside, 1-1. Soler 2 for 6 with a homer and a 2-run double in his first 2 games off the injured list. Just came back for this series. Elder's 1-1. Low and inside again. 2 balls and a strike. Well, the thing that has to be so frustrating for Elder is on a couple of occasions before the damage was done, he was just that close to getting through the inning and it being a clean inning. But the Angels with the early lead. 2-1, low and outside, missed with a slider, 3-1. And what he can't allow to happen is those frustrations to creep in and affect the situation here. He's got to limit this damage. Dangerous place to be versus Soler. 3-1 pitch. Low and outside, ball 4.
Ben,
that will load the bases.
Sorry, that was the 13th pitch he's thrown since he had Ward 0-2 with 2 out in the inning.
Now a visit to the mound as Sean Murphy's going to walk out there. We've been discussing the issues that Elder has had these last 3 starts. And up to that point that you just mentioned, Joe, things look like they were going perfectly for Bryce Elder. Yeah, he had the base hit to Neto, but after that, a fly out and a strikeout, and he was that close to getting Ward.
Yeah, 0-2, and he's had to throw 13 pitches since that 0-2 count, including 5 that he threw before he walked Ward.
Well, that's a real game changer. Logan O'Hoppe, the batter, the 7th Angel to the plate. Elder's first pitch is a called strike. That was definitely a good time for a mound visit from Sean Murphy. Let's see if it pays off. Elder surrounded by Angels, and the 0-1 pitch to O'Hoppe. And he'll swing and miss. Good-looking sinker there. Done a nice job of bouncing back, getting ahead. Now he's got to put him away. O'Hoppe is 0 for 5 in the series, trying to keep him silent. Elder brings it. Low and outside, had a notion on a check swing, but held off of that slider. They double check down at first base just in case, and Corey Blazer confirms what we already knew. O'Hoppe awaits. 1-2 pitch. Bounced up there. Good knockdown by Murphy. Well, this is a really big pitch coming up right here. He doesn't want to go full and trying to get O'Hoppe to go after his pitch. The base is loaded. O'Hoppe with 2 career grand slams. Elder's 34th pitch of the inning. And a number out to first base. Olson is there. He gloves it, steps on the bag, and the damage is limited. But once again, the Angels have the early lead. They pick up 1 run as they send 7 men to the plate. 2 hits, 2 walks.
At Designer Shoe Warehouse, we believe that shoes are an important part of, well, everything.
From first steps to first dates, from all-nighters to all-time personal bests.
From building pillow forts to building a life.
For all the big and small moments that make up your whole world, DSW is there. And we've got just the shoes. Find a shoe for every you from brands you love at brag-worthy prices at your DSW store or DSW.com.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. 1 more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Epic views, waterfall mists, summit sunsets. It's all better outside. And with All Trails, you can discover the best of nature with over 450,000 trails around the world. Download the free app today and find your next adventure.
Your burger is served. And this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can
Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget, and we're committed to providing tools and assistance to make a difference. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy.
Hey, it's Nick Cellini reminding you that big baseball news can drop at any time before the MLB trading deadline. Listen to me and Domino while you work weekdays between 10 and 2 on the radio home of the Braves, 680 The Fan.
Ben, Joe, and Jay Chad with you from Truist Park on a Thursday night. Final game of this series between the Braves and the Angels. Braves coming to the plate for the first time of the game, trailing 1-0. It'll be Acuna, Olson, and Riley against the right-hander Jose Soriano. And the first pitch to Acuna, right down the pike for a called strike, 0-1. Ronald 1 for 8 in this series and trying to light the fire for the Braves here in the first inning against a stingy right-hander in Jose Soriano. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And Acuna takes a called strike. Soriano, right-hander, 6'3", 220 out of Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, 26 years old, and making his 8th start of the season. Correction, 18th start of the season. 0-2 to Acuna. That bounced up there. And I know you're talking about the sinker for Soriano, and that's a really good pitch for him. But aside from that, what else are these Braves hitters going to see from Soriano?
Well, that's about all he needs. As hard as he throws it, he throws the second hardest split finger pitch in the game at 92. But he's also got a curveball and a slider.
1-2 pitch, and chasing and missing Acuna at that curveball. And Soriano has his first strikeout of the game. Here's the leather for the Angels. Nolan Schanuel at first base. Chad Stevens making his major league debut is at second. Zach Neto, the shortstop, and Luis Rengifo is at third. And the outfield for the Angels. Taylor Ward in left. Joe Adell patrolling center. Jorge Soler man's right. Logan O'Hoppe is the catcher. And like we mentioned, the right-hander Jose Soriano on the mound. First pitch to Matt Olson is a called strike. Soriano on the season, 5 wins, 5 losses, a 3.99 ERA through 17 starts. Took a loss in his last outing, which was against the Nationals. 0-1 to Olson, will miss outside. But looking back at that loss, Joe, that's just a small blemish on what otherwise has been a pretty good run for him the last month or so.
Absolutely it was, and it was very similar to Bryce Elder's outing against the Phillies.
Olson sends one foul into the seats along the third base line.
4 innings, 9 hits, 8 runs. Bumped up his ERA almost a full run.
So they know that left a bad taste in his mouth. There's the 1-2 pitch on the way to Olson. Olson grounds one up the middle. Base hit for Matt Olson. He's on base again. And doing it in his first trip to the plate here in this one. And for Matt Olson, that extends his hitting, or rather his on-base streak to 33 games. And that is the longest on-base streak by a Brave since Freddie Freeman in 2020, as he had 33 straight in 2020. But Olson has really been on a tear. So on base again, there's Austin Riley. Riley with a big swing and fouls back a sinker.
.96-mile-an-hour sinker to go with a 90-plus mile-an-hour split.
He is tough. 1-0 Angels. 0-1 to Riley. That'll be fouled back. Interesting note in that last start for Soriano. You mentioned that he gave up 9 hits. One of them was a home run to Josh Bell. Prior to that home run, he had not allowed a home run over his last 65 innings pitched. That includes 276 batters faced without a long ball.
That's incredible.
0-2 pitch. Riley takes a ball low and outside.
He's only allowed 4 all year.
Wow.
97 innings.
So you're going to have to put together some rallies against this guy, aren't you?
You are, but oddly, he's given up about a hit per inning. Just no long balls. Hard to elevate him.
1-2 pitch, and lunging and missing Riley at a curveball. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Soriano. Marcell Ozuna will come to the plate. Yes, Soriano with the fewest home runs per 9 innings in the big leagues. 0.371. It has been really hard to hit one over the wall against him. He's allowed 1 earned run or fewer in 8 of 17 starts. So he can really suffocate you. Ozuna takes a first pitch strike. Last time we saw Soriano was last season. This is his 3rd career appearance versus the Braves. His 2nd start versus Atlanta. 0-1 pitch. Ozuna takes the ball low and outside. You might remember last year, he had a start against the Braves last season in L.A. He went 3 1/3 innings in a game the Angels eventually won, but he left the game with what they called arm fatigue, and he didn't pitch again the rest of the season. They shut him down after that. That was mid-August. 1-1 to Ozuna, called strike at the bottom of the zone. This 26-year-old in his 3rd season in the big leagues and making his 38th career start. He originally was a reliever when he first broke in. 1-0 Angels, 1-2 to Ozuna, and a called 3rd strike.
Wow.
That looked low, especially compared to some of the pitches that Bryce Elder wasn't getting in the top of the 1st inning. So Ron Kulpa inconsistent through the 1st inning. We head to the top of the 2nd, 1-0 Angels.
Hey everybody, it's Dale Earnhardt Jr. And when it comes to racing, our team needs a crew it can count on. And when it comes to plumbing or drain repairs,
my day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. 1 more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius, live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor Portrayal. Terms and conditions apply. Not available in all states.
Hey, homeowners. Can I get a minute of your time? If you need cash but don't want another loan, I've got the perfect solution. You can access up to $500,000 of your home's equity without monthly payments or interest ever with Unlock. This isn't a loan. It's a home equity agreement. With Unlock, you may qualify for cash today in exchange for a share of your home's future value. No debt, no extra bills, just financial flexibility on your terms. Use the money however you want. Home improvements, paying off debt, investing, or boosting your retirement savings. Unlike HELOCs, home equity loans, or cash out refis, there are no monthly payments. No stress. You've built this equity. Now it's time to use it. Go to unlock.com for more information.
Don't wait. Call 888-780-6854 to unlock the equity in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Call 888-780-6854. 888-780-6854 or visit unlock.com. That's unlock.com for more information.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following. I really don't know what to say. I'm just...
In between innings, they showed Andrew Jones up on the video board. He's in the ballpark tonight. Pitch on the way to Rengifo, and there's a call or strike. Always good to see Andrew, and then they play that highlight of one of the thousands of amazing catches that he made in his career.
Yeah, that Spider-Man catch jumping into the wall at Turner Field.
Rengifo takes a strike, 0-2.
Boy, great catch last night in Washington. What's that kid's name again in center field for the Nats?
Jacob Young?
Yeah. Wow, did he make a great catch going up over the wall. Kind of did a little Spider-Man himself.
Sure did. 0-2, and a funny swing and a miss at a slider. I think he thought that was about to hit him. Put him on the tilt-a-whirl with that swing. 1 down, second strikeout for Elder. I think my second favorite thing about that catch by Young last night was Kevin Franson's reaction on the broadcast. Sounded like Ric Flair.
Yeah.
1 down. Here's Chad Stevens making his major league debut. First pitch that he sees is a big leaguer. Will miss outside.
26-year-old rookie.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. And he'll hit one out to third, backhanded by Riley. What a pick. Sends it across and robs the rookie. And 2 away here in the inning. That was hit right at the feet of Austin Riley to his backhand side and played that short hop that came upon him very quickly. Nice play. That might be a hit in the minor leagues. It probably gets by a minor league third baseman. Not in the big leagues.
No.
Not with that man over there. Back to the top of the order to Zach Neto. Neto has scored the only run of this game. It's 1-0 Angels. And Neto launches one deep left center field. Running back Harris at the wall, over his head, off the wall on the fly. He'll send it into second base. And Neto, who was silent in games 1 and 2 of this series, is 2 for 2 in this one with a single and now a double. That was a hanging slider, thigh high. And when you miss with that pitch right there, you're lucky that it stayed in the ballpark.
That hit halfway up the wall. And you know when Michael Harris already gets in position to play one off the wall that he's got a chance to go out.
So now 2 down for Nolan Shanuel, who's 0 for 1 with a fly out to left field. Big, tall, left-handed hitter. Takes the first pitch strike. Folks, only the original Louisiana brand hot sauce is bold enough to be the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. 0-1 on Nolan Shanuel. 0-1 from Elder. Try to dust off the inside corner with a sinker and missed. Count even 1-1. Shanuel last night had a single and a walk. And then in game 1, a couple of singles. Good contact hitter. 1-1 pitch, low and in, almost hit him in the foot. And a 2-1 count. Neto takes his lead at second base. Glance to second by Elder. 2-1 pitch misses high. 3-1. And Elder falling behind again. As Neto takes his lead at second, he stands right in a patch of sunshine and shining right through one of the portals of the first base line, like a spotlight on him. 3-1 from Elder. And a fly ball to deep center. Michael Harris going to go back. Michael's at the wall. He goes up and he hits into the wall as the ball sails over his head. And it's a 2-run homer by Nolan Shanuel, his 8th of the year. And it's now 3-0 Angels here in the second.
That just barely cleared, and you know it just barely cleared because Michael face planted into the padding. He was getting ready to make a catch. I still like the way this guy swings the bat. Talked about him the first night of the series and people making comparisons of him to Freddie Freeman.
Mike Trout takes a ball low and inside. That's a quick bat. And you have to have one to have comparisons to Freddie Freeman.
Run number 8 for Shanwell and a 3-1 count.
1-0 to Trout, softly tapped back to the mound. Elder bends over, he's got it, underhand toss to Olson. There's the third out. Well, the Angels sting Elder. A 2-out double by Neto, followed by a home run by Shanuel. As we head to the bottom of the second, it's 3-0 Angels.
Go ahead, caller. Got a question from
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. One more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor portrayal. Terms and conditions apply.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just give him a call or go to unlock.com.
Call 1-888-780-6854 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Use the money for home improvements, to pay off debt, or to add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Visit unlock.com. That's unlock.com. Or call 1-888-780-6854 now to get started.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
Guess who said the following?
I know they're a good team. We played against them.
7 o'clock hour every weekday morning on 680 The Fan.
Well, we're still early in this one, but the Braves will have to come back to win the night, trailing 3-0 into the bottom of the second inning. It'll be Profar, Albies, and Murphy versus Jose Soriano in the bottom of the second. Pitch from Soriano is a ball outside. Here in the bottom of the second inning, it's the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge inning. And tonight our contestant is Susan Bailey. And Susan will win $450 in free Marathon gas cards with the Braves steal tonight. At least in this inning. There's a bouncer to second. Up with it, Chad Stevens. Swings it over to Shanuel. And one out here in the second inning. Yeah, with a stolen base here in the second, Susan will win $450 in free Marathon gas cards. You can enter the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge by visiting Braves.com/Stolen Base Challenge. To this point, the Braves have one hit. It was a base hit by Matt Olson in the first inning, which extended his on-base streak to 33 games in a row. There's a call strike on Ozzie Albies, batting from the left side. This right-hander, Jose Soriano, breathing fire out there with that fastball. He's been 98, 99. Misses outside with a 98-mile-an-hour sinker here. 3 seasons in the big leagues for Soriano. 1-1 pitch. Albies takes a strike. That curveball just dotted the outside corner, and Ozzie doesn't like the call at all. Now he questions Ron Kulpa, and time called by Ozzie. These Braves hitters have not been a fan of the Ron Kulpa strike zone at all here early. And to be quite honest, some of the strikes called versus Marcell Ozuna in the first inning were really awful calls. 1-2 pitches outside, 2-2.
I'm in on electronic stuff. I really am.
Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Albies. And he'll foul one back.
I never thought I would be. I never, ever thought I would be. But the ball and strike umpiring this year has been so inconsistent and in many cases bad that I think it's needed.
Here's the 2-2. And Albies hits one in the air to right field, but Solaire's on the other end. Makes the catch in medium depth right field. And 2 down here in the second inning. We discussed that today on episode 61 of our From the Braves Booth podcast. Has that gone live yet, JC? It has. Yeah, so after the game, you can listen to our podcast we recorded today. And we talked about the potential future that could include electronic strike zones. Here's the pitch all the way to Sean Murphy. And he'll send one foul into the seats down the right field line. Well, and you hate it for the umpires who have done a nice job behind the plate. But you're right, there's been a lot of inconsistencies with zones this season. Would you say more than you can recall in recent years?
Yes, absolutely.
Murphy awaits. 0-1, three-quarter swing. He committed on that curveball. Fooled there.
But to your point, for those umpires that are good ball and strike umpires, they got nothing to worry about. There's not going to be that many appeals about them.
Right. Two to Murphy, misses low and outside. Well, we got to see it tested out in spring training this year, and I'd say for the very first time that we had all seen it, it went perfectly. It was very smooth.
Very quick.
That automated balls and strikes review system that we used, 1-2 low and outside. And really the only difference was anytime a player, be it the pitcher, the catcher, or the batter, felt like the call was wrong, they just tapped their hat. It was reviewed in a matter of seconds, and on we went. 2-2, ripped in the air to center field. Adell will play that on a bounce. Sean Murphy really swinging a hot stick. That was a 99-mile-an-hour sinker that he turned around to straightaway center. And it's a 2-out single.
He caught that one out front. If he had elevated that one a little bit, it might have gone out of here. Smoked it.
3-0 Angels. We're at the bottom of the second. Well, I know it's not a speed demon over at first base, but at least our contestant in the Toyota stolen base challenge inning as a base runner. Michael Harris takes a called strike. Oh, 1 on Harris. 3 for 8 in the series. And Harris swings and misses. Snap throw down to first base. And Murphy back in there.
Well, they think he can run.
Well, they would know. His one stolen base in his career came when he was with the A's. And in the same division with the Angels.
Yeah.
That might have left an impression on him. And for Murphy, that steal that he had in 2022, his only even career attempt at a steal. 0-2 on Harris. And he'll chop one out to first. Shanuel reaches up, brings it down, and puts his left foot on the bag for the unassisted out. So with the second straight inning, the Braves have a base hit, but nothing more. We go to the top of the third, 3-0 Angels.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor Portrayal. Terms and conditions apply.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just give him a call or go to unlock.com.
Call 1-888-780-6854 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Use the money for home improvements, to pay off debt, or to add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Visit unlock.com. That's unlock.com. Or call 1-888-780-6854 now to get started.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a FARA fight. Fair and FARA.
Tampa.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Swinging a belt, left field, way back.
Producer engineer Jonathan Chadwick, Ben Ingermere with you at Truist Park in Atlanta. Into the top of the third where the Angels lead the Braves 3-0. They'll send up Ward, Adell, and Soler here in the top of the third inning. Introducing the 5-year price guarantee from Xfinity. Get one consistent internet price for the next 5 years. No contracts, no curveballs. Here's Taylor Ward. First pitch he sees, bounce foul on the third base line. Taylor Ward, 31 years old, out of Fresno State. Mentioned this last night. He was college teammates with Aaron Judge. There's the 0-1 pitch on the way to Ward. There's a ball low. Speaking of Judge, we'll be seeing the Yankees right after the All-Star break.
I think he hit a couple more homers last night, too, in Toronto in that wild game.
Ball to strike on Ward. Elder brings it. There's a high fly ball to deep left. Jurickson Profar backpedaling, looking up, has a bead on it, makes a one-handed catch. Speaking of those two teams, the Blue Jays have tied the Yankees atop the AL East standings. The Yankees have been in first place all year long, but the Blue Jays have tied them, both of those teams, at 48 and 38 into the action today. And they're tied at 1 in the third inning in Toronto right now. Joe Adell, the batter. Big swing and a miss on the first pitch that he sees. Joe Adell with a base hit in the first inning. Drove in a run, extended his hit streak to 14 straight, longest of his career. Well, 1-2 Adell. There's a liner into left field, down for a base hit. He's 2 for 2. This kid's swinging it.
Well, not taking anything away from him. He is hot. Hotter than a dancing bobcat. But looked like a hanging slider right in the middle of the zone.
That's what got Elder in trouble earlier. So Adell at first. Here's Jorge Soler. 3-0 Angels in the top of the third. Elder back at him. There's a called strike with a sinker. These Angels leave town and they play Toronto next. 0-1 pitch. There's a called strike. I think the last place I'd want to be for the 4th of July is Toronto. I'd rather just be in the United States somewhere.
Well, yeah, I would too. There probably won't be a whole lot of fireworks, right. I wouldn't think.
Exactly. I don't think they care. 0-2 fouled off. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
Every Atlanta Braves game live on the air and streaming free on the app.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan.
3-0 Angels, top of the third. Runner at first, 1 out, and an 0-2 count on Soler. Elder deals, misses inside, 1-2. Speaking of the 4th of July, we getting decked out like we usually do tomorrow?
Oh, I forgot to bring my...
You got any red, white, and blue?
Yes.
Okay. Wear all of it.
I'll invent something. Doggone it, I forgot to bring my Independence Day shirt.
1-2 to Soler. That'll be fouled off the inside of his foot. I mean, you could come dressed as a founding father. Maybe use a quill pen on your scorebook.
How about if I don't even wear a shirt and just finger paint my body red, white, and blue?
I think that'd be great. I think the fans would love that. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Bryce Elder. There he goes. Sinker over for a called third strike.
He got a call finally there. Canada had their fireworks July 1st. I think that's Canada Day.
Right. And the team wears red uniforms. 2 down for Logan O'Hoppe. And O'Hoppe drives one out to left field. That's down for a hit. O'Hoppe with his first hit of the series. Another knock for the Angels as they have 6 hits in the game off of Elder. What about you, JC? You coming in red, white, and blue tomorrow?
Oh, big surprise. Big reveal tomorrow. That's probably why I got a haircut today.
Ah, that's a good call. Luis Rengifo cut it loose and missed that first pitch slider. See, I could see him in one of those 3-pointed hats, like the Paul Revere looking hat.
Yeah, tricorn, I think they're called. Yeah.
0-1 to Rengifo. A little bit low.
I can see him walking in with that drum, that little kid with the drum.
Just hanging around his hip, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yankee Doodle J-Chad tomorrow. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he got one by him. Swung on a miss by Rengifo, 1-2.
He's made his best pitches tonight to Rengifo.
Struck out Rengifo in the second inning. One of two strikeouts. The other was of Mike Trout in the first inning. Runners at first and second, 2 down. His 1-2 to the plate. And he got him looking. That time froze him with a fastball up and in. And Elder got the call, and this time he works around the jam. But a lot of contact. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We enter the bottom of the third inning with the Angels on top of the Braves 3-0.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Texting terms at unlock.com/SMS. Privacy policy at unlock.com/privacy-policy. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Text EQUITY to 865-865 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Text EQUITY to 865-865. Text the word EQUITY to 865-865. Text EQUITY to 865-865 now.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a FARA fight.
Fair and Farah.
Tampa.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line.
It's the Truist Park. Listen to Chuck and Chernoff weekdays during our 4 o'clock hour for your chance to win Braves tickets on 680 The Fan.
3-0 Angels, bottom of the third inning. Nick Allen climbing in to lead it off with the Braves. It'll be 9-1-2. Allen, Acuna, and Olson. And back to work, Jose Soriano. First pitch he displays to Allen as a curveball for a strike.
This guy started with the Angels, went to the Pirates in the Rule 5 draft, Soriano, and then came back.
0-1 in for a strike.
And actually had to have Tommy John surgery in January of 2020. So he's come back strong from that.
0-2, a swing and a miss by Allen at a curveball, and there's his third strikeout. But looking at him tonight, seeing him healthy, it doesn't take too many looks at that arm to see why the Angels are glad that they got him back. How could you even let him go in the first place?
That's true. Well, he was really young, I guess, in those days. But, you know, Spencer Strider goes tomorrow, and he's coming back from Tommy John surgery. And I got some inside info yesterday.
Ronald Acuna takes the ball outside.
Actually, a couple of days ago from Tim Hudson about his recovery from Tommy John. And Hudson was talking about how
1-0 pitch, and Acuna bounces one to first. Shanuel has it. 2 swift hops right in his glove, steps on the bag, 2 down.
How basically you can start throwing at 12 or 13 months. But he said he really didn't feel good. Hudson didn't until about 16 months after surgery. So I think the way that Spencer's throwing and getting better and better, it's obvious it's that as he approaches that 16-month mark.
Matt Olson takes a strike.
We'll see a similar demarcation for him where he's really airing it out and maybe returning to some of that velocity.
It really adds up in my mind thinking about the operation. There's a ground ball guided to second, backhanded by Stevens, sends it to first base. Braves go down 1-2-3. We can talk more about that when we get to the fourth. We head that way, 3-0 Angels.
If you're a working electrician, you've got 2 options.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. One more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Lowe's knows July 4th savings are worth celebrating. Right now, get up to 40% off select major appliances and get an additional 10% off 2 or more select major appliances. Plus, get 3 Scott's Naturescapes 1.5 cubic foot mulch bags for just $10. These deals are coming in hot. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 7/9. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
If you've been struggling with your weight, Mochi Health is here to help. Mochi Health is a long-term weight loss solution personalized to fit your unique needs and goals. Meet one-on-one with board-certified obesity doctors and registered dietitians who are on a mission to listen. Eligible patients can access custom-formulated GLP-1 medications at an affordable set price and get them delivered to their home each month. Take our free quiz at joinmochi.com and use code AUDIO40 at checkout for $40 off your first month of membership.
Ever wanted to stay on vacation longer? Us too. With Vrbo's long stay discounts, you can stay longer and save more on select properties. Gotta love a win-win. Book the perfect summer getaway today with Vrbo Private Vacation Rentals. Your future self will thank you later.
It's time to step up to the plate and see if you can guess which baseball player or manager
can get for game day. And at Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget, and we're committed to providing tools and assistance to make a difference so you can save energy for the game. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy. It's 9-1-2 in the order for the Angels, starting with the rookie Chad Stevens making his debut tonight. Ground ball out to third. He tests Riley again. Riley up with it, and again Riley passes the test. And Stevens now 0 for 2 with a couple of groundouts to third base. You're talking about coming back from Tommy John surgery. And, of course, in Spencer's case, it's that internal brace operation that he had, still work on the elbow. But they clear you to start throwing, and you're talking about getting to month 15, 16 before you really feel like you're back to where you were. That makes so much sense to me, because if you go under the knife on your arm, I mean, the one activity I'd be most apprehensive about would be throwing anything.
Yeah.
So it's hard to, I'm sure, get back out there and just even ease back into it. Zach Neto takes the ball inside, because you're probably thinking, is my arm about to explode here?
Probably afraid that your arm's just going to fall off at the elbow as soon as you throw something.
1-0 to Neto, and a fly ball towards deep center. Michael Harris put to the test. Going back to the wall. Michael out of room, and that's in the bullpen. Zach Neto with a single in the first, a double in the second, and a homer here in the fourth. And it's now 4-0 Angels as Neto is carrying L.A. tonight.
I'd say he found something he was doing wrong.
Make it his 13th home run of the season. And I tell you this much, whatever was ailing him last night on that defensive play that he was favoring, he's not hurting tonight.
No.
Here's Nolan Shanuel. He'll take a ball low and inside. Well, no discount tomorrow at Tidal Wave Auto Spa, but Tidal Wave Auto Spa is making Braves country clean car country all season long. 1-0 pitch, low and inside. Anytime the Braves pitch a scoreless fourth inning, Tidal Wave will offer half off their Best Wash membership the following day. Learn more at TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves. 2-0 to Shanuel. Low and inside, 3-0. Shanuel hit a 2-run homer in the second inning. He'll take a strike here, 3-1. Misses low. Ball 4. Third walk allowed by Bryce Elder. So between the walks and the homers, that's really had him spooked here lately. In fact, that homer that he gave up to Neto is the 7th home run he has surrendered in his last 13 innings.
And he just issued his 27th walk in 71 innings.
Mike Trout takes a ball low.
That's a lot of base runners.
Yeah, he just can't experience any success at that rate. 1-0 pitch, and he plunked Trout with a sinker.
I don't think Bryce Elder knows where the ball's going. And that's really a sad place to be, because we know that he's got normally good command and he's down in the zone. Fortunately, that one hit off of Trout's elbow guard and then may have ricocheted into his ribs, so that wasn't so good. That did hurt. But I don't think he's got a good feel for the release point and where the ball's supposed to go. He's better than this, Ben.
Do you think it's specifically with that sinker or everything?
I don't know. I mean, the sinker obviously has been missing. He gave up a home run on a pitch that was, belt high out over the plate to Neto. I just don't think he knows right now where the ball's going, any of his pitches, and that's in his head.
Angels have a 4-0 lead in the top of the 4th inning. They've got runners at first and second, one down for Taylor Ward. And Ward takes a strike.
And that's hard to say. That's hard for me to say that. But just like that pitch right there, two that hit Trout, it was nowhere near where he wanted it to go.
0-1, missed upstairs with a fastball.
And as I said, he's better than this. I know he's better than this.
And we've seen it this season. These last 3 starts plus tonight have been nightmarish for Elder. There's a strike. That time a changeup over the inside corner. Just trying to find himself right now.
And I think Sean's trying to help him. He's calling different pitches. He's trying to find something that will work and that he can locate.
1-2, a fly ball to deep right field. Acuna backpedaling right at the edge of the warning track, and he's got it. Shanuel tags from second. He arrives at third base standing. And with 2 outs, they have him at the corners now for Joe Adell.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Look at your scorebook, but there's not any soft contact anywhere.
No. Been some hard hit balls in this one, including a few from this man, Joe Adell. Adell, 26 years old, out of Louisville, Kentucky. Here's the pitch on the way to Adell. And there's a ball outside. Well, playing sports runs in Joe Adell's family. His dad, Scott, was an offensive lineman at NC State, was drafted by the New Orleans Saints back in 1992. And Joe, of course, taking the baseball route. 1-0 pitch, a little bit low and outside.
I didn't know till today that his name is Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan Adell. Jordan Scott Adell. And goes by Joe. Just J-O. 2-0 pitch. And Adell swings and misses. Adell out of Ballard High School in Louisville. 10th overall pick of L.A. coming out of high school. Drafted there by the Angels. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And Adell bounces one foul on the third base line. His parents tell a story that they knew they had a special talent on their hands when he was in Little League and he hit a ball 150 feet and cleared the wall by a long shot. Nobody in the league had ever seen a home run quite like that. He's at 18 homers this season. 2-2 fouled off.
Couple of good signs right here to Adell. He's fouling off pitches right in the dirt, right at home plate. Pulled one on the ground that he topped to the third base side.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here it is from Elder. And that's bounced foul. Just did get a piece of that sinker.
Again, another one. Pounded right into the ground, so that tells me the ball is sinking. It's moving.
Elder at the belt. 2-2. Low it inside, 3-2. Just can't even imagine the panic that would set in with me if I'm a sinker ball pitcher and I'm out there and I got no feel for that pitch. How do you figure it out? That's what Elder is attempting to figure out right here. 3-2 pitch, runner at first goes, and that'll be sent foul.
Another one pounded into the dirt right at home plate. The day he pitched in San Francisco when he was all-world, he was missing bats. They were swinging at pitches that were just disappearing before their very eyes. It was moving so much.
Trout runs 3-2 to Adell. A ground ball out to short. That's gloved by Nick Allen, and the throw across is a good one. So that puts an end to the top of the fourth inning, but another run for the Angels, this time a home run by Zach Neto. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning, Angels 4.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor Portrayal. Terms and conditions apply. Not available in all states.
Hey, homeowners, can I get a minute of your time? If you need cash but don't want another loan, I've got the perfect solution. You can access up to $500,000 of your home's equity without monthly payments or interest ever with Unlock. This isn't a loan. It's a home equity agreement. With Unlock, you may qualify for cash today in exchange for a share of your home's future value. No debt, no extra bills, just financial flexibility on your terms. Use the money however you want. Home improvements, paying off debt, investing, or boosting your retirement savings. Unlike HELOCs, home equity loans, or cash out refis, there are no monthly payments. No stress. You've built this equity. Now it's time to use it. Go to unlock.com for more information.
Don't wait. Call 888-780-6854 to unlock the equity in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Call 888-780-6854. 888-780-6854 or visit unlock.com. That's unlock.com for more information.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a FARA fight. Fair and FARA.
Tampa.
You understand the magical intersection.
At 7. Join me for the new Buck Belue Show here on the Fan, 680 and 93.7, home of the Braves.
Well, on one side of the box score, the Angels have done whatever they've wanted to this point versus Bryce Elder. They've hit a couple of homers and have scored 4 times. Meanwhile, on the other side, the Braves really struggling versus the right-hander Soriano. And there's a first pitch strike on Austin Riley. In fact, the Braves have 2 hits thus far. A single by Olsen and a single by Murphy. And the Braves have not had a man on second base yet. 0-1 to Riley. And a ball low and outside, 1-1.
The problem with the 4-0 deficit right now, Ben, is that you're facing a guy who doesn't give up long balls. So you're going to have to put together several hits in an inning to have a rally.
1-1 to Riley. Just did get a piece of that on a foul ball. Fouled it right there at the feet of Logan O'Hoppe. 1-2. 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Angels. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Braves. Riley 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And the 1-2 pitch. Hanging alive, fouled one back into the screen. Sun setting back down the right field line and illuminating all those buildings off in the distance. And the stands high up in decks 3 and 4 down the left field line. 1-2 pitch. Riley swings and misses at a curveball. And strikeout number 5 for Soriano. Well, it's been a pretty night everywhere but the scoreboard. Braves trying to change that, but Soriano's been in command. Here's Ozuna. Keep thinking that Ozuna's due to break out. That hip injury has certainly been nagging at him. There's a ball low and outside. It's in the midst of a season-high 10-game RBI drought and also a 10-game extra base hit drought. He'll take a ball outside. Also 17 games without a homer, a season high. But to his credit, it's really hard to get a base hit when they're calling strikes that are ankle high. That's what happened to him early. No foul went off here, 2-1. Ozuna's average at 241. 2-1 pitch, fouled back. Make it a 2-2 count on Ozuna. He had 2 walks last night, got him up to 60 walks for the season. 2-2, hanging alive, fouling back a fastball. Leads the team in walks by a pretty good chunk. The next closest man is Olson, who has 51 of them. Need a lot more than a walk, though. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Upstairs, 3-2. Soriano's payoff offering. Way outside ball 4. And a walk for Ozuna. First walk allowed by Jose Soriano. Now it's Jurickson Profar to the plate. He homered last night. First homer as a Brave, just able to sneak it inside the right field foul pole. He climb in here, and he takes a ball upstairs. Switch hitter batting left. Called strike on the outside corner. They get 1-1 on Profar. Profar wearing number 7. Waiting on the 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. That'll miss outside. Pretty sure he's the first Brave to wear 7 since Dansby Swanson was here.
I believe you're right.
Profar staring down Soriano. Runner at first, 1 out. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit well to left field. Taylor Ward back. Ward to the warning track. Opens his glove. Makes the catch. Sent him directly to the warning track, but he was there for it. And 2 down here in the 4th inning. At the conclusion of this series, the Braves will continue a stretch of interleague games. We got the Orioles on deck. And we will see a very familiar face on the mound tomorrow opposing the Braves, and Charlie Morton. Ozzie Albies takes the ball inside. That'll be a 4th of July matchup between Spencer Strider and Charlie Morton.
That's a beauty. Charlie got off to a rotten start, but he's really pitched pretty well the last 6 weeks.
One out to Albies. Strike on the inside corner. Game 2 could be a bullpen game for the Braves. Dean Kramer's going for the Orioles. And then the final game of that series and the final game of the homestand, Grant Holmes and Trevor Rogers. Braves and Orioles over the weekend. We'd love to see you here at the ballpark. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball cracked out to second. Backhanded by Stevens. Plants and throws. And there's the 3rd out. So Soriano with 4 shutout innings to get this thing going. We go to the top of the 5th inning. 4-0 Angels.
Braves fans, this is Mike Morgan, founder and CEO.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. 1 more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor portrayal. Terms and conditions apply.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and Reckon I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just give him a call or go to unlock.com.
Call 1-888-780-6854 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Use the money for home improvements, to pay off debt, or to add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Visit unlock.com. That's unlock.com. Or call 1-888-780-6854 now to get started.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a FARA fight.
Fair and Farah.
Tampa.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is
Joe.
Thanks, Ben. Hoping to hold them right there. Was that the term?
Yeah, hold them right there. That's our theme for the rest of the year.
Yeah. Well, for Bryce Elder, he needs to do that. He's given up 4 runs on 7 hits, and he's walked 3 and given up a couple of homers. Bottom half of the order, starting with Jorge Soler, and he takes a strike. Soler has walked and struck out. It is 200th career homer last night. The 0-1, a strike, but called a ball. The top of the zone, 1-1. Wind in the pitch, tapped foul right at the plate, 1-2. It'll be Soler, O'Hoppe, and Renifo. A 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. Good location on that sinker that dropped down below the strike zone. Second time he's fanned Soler, and the 5th strikeout for Bryce Elder. Northside Hospital, for a healthier future together, look to Northside. Logan O'Hoppe singled his last time up, his first at bat or first hit in the series. Swing and a miss, 0-1. He also grounded out to Olsen his first time up. Where's number 14? Breaking ball outside. 1-1 the count. What was it you told me was the number that reoccurs on you all the time? Is it 37?
37.
Sinker miss low, 2-1.
Has for years. I mean years. Like my whole life. Just always pops up for some reason. So I embraced it. I like it.
Yeah. There's a reason for it. Not sure what yet, but you'll know. 2-1 pitch. Swung on and ripped foul left field side. I was going to say when you turn 37, but that ship has sailed.
That's beyond the horizon now.
Big hole on the right side for O'Hoppe. And the 2-2. Missed outside, full count.
You ever number like that? Anything that follows you or pops up all the time?
Not like you've described on yours. I mean, I've got lucky numbers, but nothing like what you've talked about. Payoff pitch, line to left field, base hit. Smoked that one past Nick Allen and shot it into left field. 1 out runner at first. It's 8 hits for the Angels.
As you were saying that, I looked up there at the video board. The first number that I saw for O'Hoppe was how many RBIs he's got.
37. Louis Renifo would tell you that Bryce Elder ought to be on the All-Star team. Takes low ball 1. No, it was a strike 2. What is wrong? Ron Culpa tonight. He's better than this, too. That was right there at the bottom of the zone. Didn't even brush the line. Little tapper over the mound. Tough play for Ozzie. Bare hands. Throws. Got him. Whoa, good play by Ozzie Albies. That had slow hit, infield hit written all over it. But that's going to be our Truist play of the game, brought to you by Truist. When you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC.
Nice stretch off the bag by Matt, too. reaching to it. That was great on both ends.
Ozzie had to navigate around Ohapi as well, who wound up at second base, 2 out. And here's the kid who just got called up, Chad Stevens, who takes a strike. He's hit the ball hard twice, but right to Austin Riley. Stretching the pitch. Down low this time. It really was low, 1-1. Stevens was having a bang-up year in AAA at Salt Lake. 307 average, 14 homers, 43 RBIs. No wonder he got called up. Deserved it. Ground ball left side. Diving stop by Riley. To his feet. Throws. Stretch. Dug out of a short hop by Olson. Great defense on both corners, and Stevens still looking for his first big league hit. Another great play by Austin Riley. No runs, a hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 5th, still 4-0 Angels.
Hey there, baseball fans. Ben Ingram here. It's time to step up to the...
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor Portrayal. Terms and conditions apply.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just give him a call or go to unlock.com.
Call 1-888-780-6854 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Use the money for home improvements, to pay off debt, or to add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Visit unlock.com. That's unlock.com. Or call 1-888-780-6854 now to get started.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just...
And of course, the fan app. Say, fans, did you know that the original Louisiana brand hot sauce is the official hot sauce of the Braves? And it's made with peppers, vinegar, and salt in perfect balance to make the food you're eating taste better. Well, now you do. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. Time to go to work offensively. Sean Murphy will lead off the inning. He lined a single to center his first time up. Braves trailing 4-0. They only have 2 hits. Olson has the other. And Soriano, who works out of the stretch, delivers a strike to start the inning. 26 years old, 6'3", 220. Jose Soriano out of the Dominican Republic. Kicks and fires. Breaking ball, hit hard and foul. Just over the glove of Renifo down the third base line. Four runs, 8 hits for the Angels. No runs, 2 hits for the Braves. Murphy 2 for 5 with a homer in this series, and he takes outside 1-2. Next offering from Soriano, bounced foul third base side. Had a chance to catch up today with an old teammate of mine who's the catching coordinator, if you will, catching coach for the Angels, Jerry Narron. North Carolina native, Braves country. 1-2 pitch, one-handed toward the left side. Glove by Renifo. Picks up, throws it wide. But another good play by Shanwell off the bag to glove it and make the tag. And just like he did last night, he comes up kind of shaking his left hand, the glove hand.
Where were you and Jerry teammates?
Seattle. Mariners had acquired him from the Yankees. And I can't be 100% on this as Michael Harris steps in. And he sends a first pitch deep into left center field. Joe Adell is at the wall and makes the catch right in front of the Equifax sign. Boy, Michael hit that one hard. 2 out. I'm not certain, but when Thurman Munson died tragically during the All-Star break on that plane crash,
right?
Jerry may have been the next guy in.
Wow.
As a catcher.
Yeah.
Good man, good coach. He's been a big league manager. Good guy to have on your staff. Here's Nick Allen. Tapper down the third baseline. Swinging bunt. No, they're going to let it roll foul. Also got a chance to see EY, Eric Young Sr. Talked to Travis d'Arnaud. Good to see him. Bo Porter, who, as you mentioned earlier, is now their third base coach, and he was a coach for the Braves. Saw Perry Manassian, the GM of the Angels, who was Alex Anthopoulos' assistant before he got the job in Anaheim. The 0-1 in the dirt outside, 1-1 to Nick Allen, who is 5 for 15 on this homestand. Two out, nobody on. Breaking ball outside, 2-1. A knuckle curve was posted on that ball, on that pitch. I didn't know he had that one. 2-1, just off the plate outside. 3-1. Hey, big rally last night with 2 out, nobody on, right?
Need another one.
Why not do it again? 3-1 pitch. Over but low, he walked him. Second walk issued by Soriano. Top of the order, and Ronald Acuna Jr., who's 0 for 2, 1 for 10 in the series, and has struck out 6 times. He's going with magenta again tonight.
Yeah, it's a good color. His next homer will be his 10th. Could go for one right here.
Inyel, 12-year-old. Inyel De Los Santos loosening in the Atlanta bullpen. Ronald had only faced him one time before tonight and drew a walk. Soriano comes set and delivers. Strike call. Shave the outside corner. Four to nothing Angels. And the pitch inside, right in on his belt buckle, 1-1. That one at 97. Hadn't lost anything on his fastball, and he's at 71 pitches, 47 strikes. We're in the 5th. The 1-1 to Ronald. Down low, 2-1. Ronald elected to the All-Star game, and he'll be the starter in the outfield in front of the home folks here. Stretching the pitch outside, and Acuna ahead 3-1. Tigers count. See if Ronald can jump on one. Here's the delivery. Swung on, hit hard. Hopper. Neto handles it, goes to second for the short out there. But that ball was smoked, but right at him. But the Braves come up empty. No runs, no hits, a walk and one left. And we go to the sixth, still 4-zip. And
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. One more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor Portrayal. Terms and conditions apply. Not available in all states.
Hey, homeowners, can I get a minute of your time? If you need cash but don't want another loan, I've got the perfect solution. You can access up to $500,000 of your home's equity without monthly payments or interest ever with Unlock. This isn't a loan. It's a home equity agreement. With Unlock, you may qualify for cash today in exchange for a share of your home's future value. No debt, no extra bills, just financial flexibility on your terms. Use the money however you want. Home improvements, paying off debt, investing, or boosting your retirement savings. Unlike HELOCs, home equity loans, or cash out refis, there are no monthly payments. No stress. You've built this equity. Now it's time to use it. Go to unlock.com for more information.
Don't wait. Call 888-780-6854 to unlock the equity in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Call 888-780-6854. 888-780-6854 or visit unlock.com. That's unlock.com for more information.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a FARA fight. Fair and FARA.
Tampa.
It's time to step up to the plate to see if you can guess which baseball player or manager.
4-0 Angels into the top of the sixth inning. They have the top of the order to up, and they'll be taking on the right-hander Iñigo de los Santos. He comes on in relief of Bryce Elder. For de los Santos, 34 previous appearances, a 2-2 record, and a 3.74 ERA. And the final line for Bryce Elder, 5 innings, 4 runs, 8 hits, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, and 2 homers allowed. Also hit a batter.
De los Santos worked 2 days ago in Game 1 of this series. Gave up an unearned run in 2/3, 2 hits and a walk. Zach Neto's had himself quite a night. 3 at-bats, he's 3 for 3. Fouls one off the end of the bat, 0-1. Singled and scored in the first. Doubled and scored ahead of the home run by Schanuel in the second, and then homered himself into the Braves bullpen in the fourth. 3 for 3, single, a double, a homer. And a number right out in front of the plate over by the line. De los Santos picks it up, almost threw it down the right field line. But big old long arm Matt Olson hauled it in for the out. Whew, 1 away. Schanuel has flied out, hit the homer I mentioned, also walked. 4 for 10 in the series. Left-handed hitter deep in the box. A pitch a little high and outside, ball 1. Spencer Strider and Charlie Morton tomorrow night. First pitch 7:15. Baltimore Orioles in town. A 1-0. Strike call. Freddie Gonzalez, former coach for the Orioles the last several years, certainly can reacquaint himself with a lot of the team. 1-1. A little low, 2-1.
Two teams that if during spring training I told you where they'd be in the standings when they saw each other, both teams would say, how?
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, no way. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. 2-2. And the Orioles have already fired their manager. But a chance to see some players for the Baltimore club that we see in spring training a little bit.
Right.
Like the kid Jackson Holiday, chance to see him. Adley Rutschman. First pick in the draft a couple of years ago, their catcher. 2-2. Hit hard and caught by Ozzie on a line. Right at him. Ozzie jumped a little bit, but he didn't really have to sky to get up there to get it. 2 out for Trout. Trout has struck out. Hit a comebacker to the mound, and then he got plunked by Elder in the 4th inning. De Los Santos pitches him inside, ball 1. Trout hitting .229, 13 homers, 31 RBIs. And the pitch up and in a little bit too. 2-0. Four to nothing, Angels. 6th inning, the pitch outside. 3-0. Outfield deep and straight away for Trout. 3-0 pitch. Inside, ball 4. He walked him on 4 straight. And that'll bring up Ward, who has walked and flied out twice. First walk issued by De Los Santos. 4th walk issued by Braves pitching. Napa is a proud partner of your Atlanta Braves with America's largest network of parts and care. Napa has all the bases covered when it comes to your ride. Stretching the pitch to Ward. Swing and a miss. You say you got a picture sent to you today of that Pontiac Tempest?
I did.
Yeah, good.
Somebody tweeted me a picture of that 63 Tempest you were talking about last night.
Sweet little ride. They need a carburetor for it. I'm here. The 0-1. Foul down the right field line, slicing away from Ronald. Long run. He's not going to get there. It's off the padding down there. Count 0-2.
You know, they were not the front end of that car. I'd never seen that car before, but the picture that somebody sent me is a silver one. And there are aspects of the side of that car that kind of reminded me of the Aston Martin DB5 that James Bond drove.
Wow, okay. In a Tempest. The 0-2. Oh, boy, where was that one? Ball 1. You know, it was kind of like the precursor to the Le Mans and the GTO.
Kind of those wings on the back.
Yeah. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, line toward left field. Profar dives, can't get it. Gets by him. It'll go all the way to the bullpen wall. 1 run will score. Rounding second, heading to third is Ward, and he'll slide in there with a triple. Jurickson Profar laid out for it, going straight across toward the line to his right, but couldn't get it. And it's an RBI triple for Ward, and it's 5-0 Los Angeles.
It's his second triple this season and career RBI number 300.
Joe Adell has extended his hitting streak to 14 games. He's 2 for 3. Runner at third, 2 out, swing and a miss. 5 runs, 9 hits now for the Angels. 2 out walk, and then a triple. Next offering, swing and a miss. 0-2 to Adell. Adell struck out twice in game 1, but has not fanned since. Big, tall, right-handed hitter, wide stance, deep in the box, and the pitch high. 1-2 the count, 96 on that fastball from De Los Santos. Looking ahead to the Georgia Lottery home run jackpot inning. It'll be Olson, Riley, and Ozuna. Gotta like that. And the next pitch is low and away. And the count goes to 2-2. That one cloud out there, Ben, out in behind left center, looks like cauliflower.
Yeah, it's turning into something fierce.
Uh-huh.
Good thing it's off in the distance.
Yeah. 2-2. Got him looking. It was about 6 inches outside, but he got rung up. And the inning is over, but not before the Angels pick up another run. And we go to the bottom of the sixth. They lead 5-0.
Ben Ingram here, looking for a new truck and looking for a great deal? Of course you are.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor Portrayal. Terms and conditions apply. Not available in all states.
Hey, homeowners, can I get a minute of your time? If you need cash but don't want another loan, I've got the perfect solution. You can access up to $500,000 of your home's equity without monthly payments or interest ever with Unlock. This isn't a loan. It's a home equity agreement. With Unlock, you may qualify for cash today in exchange for a share of your home's future value. No debt, no extra bills, just financial flexibility on your terms. Use the money however you want. Home improvements, paying off debt, investing, or boosting your retirement savings. Unlike HELOCs, home equity loans, or cash out refis, there are no monthly payments. No stress. You've built this equity. Now it's time to use it. Go to unlock.com for more information.
Don't wait. Call 888-780-6854 to unlock the equity in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Call 888-780-6854. 888-780-6854 or visit unlock.com. That's unlock.com for more information.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a fair fight.
Depot is how doers get more done.
Stream Braves baseball in crystal clear HD on the Fan app. Now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now.
Boy, we gave away a ton of money last night. $3,400 to a young lady. Was it Columbus, Georgia? Okay, Chad? Columbus, Georgia. Tonight, our contestant is Michael Hyatt from Ball Ground, Georgia. Michael will win $1,000 as we reset, and Matt Olson stands in and takes low ball one. Georgia lottery home run jackpot inning. Olson's 1 for 2, single in the first. Grounds one to the right side, backhanded by Schoenwell, and he tosses to the pitcher, covering, 1 out. Now, Ball Ground, Georgia, you ever been up there?
I have.
Yeah, it's a sweet little town. Love that place. I remember going through there one time, speaking of Pontiac Tempests and Napa Auto Parts. There's a fella up there that had a garage, and he had a couple of, I'll say 1940 Fords that he had rebuilt.
Right.
Boy, talk about nice. They were coal black, beautiful. Austin Riley, the batter, he takes a strike.
Potential media today's attendance.
They were really good looking.
702, 3-4, 7.
The 0-1 pitch to Austin, sliced foul and out of play. What was that attendance?
34,702. I love a good car show. I went to one last year in the off season for the first time in several years. I mean, a really good one. They got hundreds of old cars out there. You can't beat it, man. It's great seeing those old cars that have been redone and refurbished.
I agree. 0-2 pitch, bounced up the middle. And there's the new second baseman, Stevens, who makes the play. His second test of the night. He makes it. 4-3 on the putout, 2 down.
You have a dream car that you have never gotten or had your eye on for a long time?
For a long time, the 40 Ford. 40 Ford Coupe. Slick it up, put some mag wheels on it, or, make it a street rod type.
Yeah.
Some of that has waned, but there's others that have stepped in. Line drive foul off to the right by Ozuna. 5-0 Angels, bottom of the 6th. Certain Chevelles and certain Camaros. Down low, 1-1, and everybody's favorite, the split window 63
That's what
Corvette.
I was going to say. That, you give me a split window Corvette, that's about as pretty a car as ever been.
Yeah. I don't know if I could get in it. 1-1 pitch, bounced to the left side and through, base hit. Glanced off the webbing of the glove of Renifo and got into left field. And there you go, Marcel. He snaps and 0 for 11. Jurickson Profar 0 for 2. He flied out deep to left his last time up. Ward hauled it in on the warning track, and he homered last night. So Michael Hyatt of ball ground. Cross your fingers. And the pitch. In there for a strike. Five runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Angels. 0-3-0 for the Braves. Soriano to the plate. Knuckle curve in there for a called strike. Braves went 5 innings without scoring last night before they blew it open with a 7-run inning. The 0-2, down and in, almost hit him. 1-2 the count. And they've been blanked through 5 2/3 again tonight. Ozuna at first. Profar deep in the box, batting left-handed. The 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Got him down and in. Ball got away from Ohapi, but he recovers, and he'll throw him out. And the inning is over. No runs, a hit. 1 left. We go to the 7th. Braves still down 5-0.
Braves fans, you know the power of a strong arm on the mound, in the field, and especially after you've been hurt.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. 1 more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor portrayal. Terms and conditions apply.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just give him a call or go to unlock.com.
Call 1-888-780-6854 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Use the money for home improvements, to pay off debt, or to add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Visit unlock.com. That's unlock.com. Or call 1-888-780-6854 now to get started.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a FARA fight. Fair and FARA.
Tampa.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
On in work. Just added to the roster yesterday. He's been with the club earlier this season. This will be his 3rd game. No record. He's given up 1 run in 3 innings. That was on a home run. No walks and 5 strikeouts. Big left-hander. We go to the 7th. Here's Ben.
Thank you, Joe. Jorge Soler climbing in. Now the first pitch on the way from Cox, and there's a called strike on the inside corner. Got a big crowd. Been a beautiful evening. Just no runs up on the board. That has been the case so many times here lately for the Braves. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Soler takes a ball inside. Strands of cotton candy across the sky tonight with those pink and purple clouds up there against a fading blue sky. Just a beautiful sky tonight. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way. And a ball low. 2 balls and a strike. It's Soler, Ohapi, and Rengifo here in the top of the 7th inning. Braves in the bottom of the inning will have 6, 7, and 8. But it's up to Cox to keep them quiet. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And that's lobbed out towards second. Under it, Ozzie Albies makes the catch and 1 down. Austin Cox is a Georgia boy, born in Forsyth. Went to Mercer. Royals took him in the 5th round of the 2018 draft out of Mercer.
Mercer's got a good program. In fact, every college in Georgia just about has a good program. Think about Georgia Southern.
It's a baseball hotbed, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Logan Ohapi swings and tips one into the mid of Sean Murphy.
And one that's on the rise in just about every sport is Kennesaw State.
Yeah. 5-0 Angels. And the 0-1 from Cox. Ball low and inside, 1-1. Braves got 5 innings out of Elder, 1 inning out of De Los Santos. And now Cox for the 7th. Here's the 1-1 to Ohapi. That'll be swung on, missed. 1-2 on him. Ohapi out of West Islip, New York. 17 homers this season.
It's out there on Long Island, I believe.
1-2 bounced up there. Yeah, I believe you're right.
I think there is or was an airport, Islip Airport out there.
He was originally drafted by Philadelphia and signed with them over his commitment to East Carolina. Speaking of good baseball programs, here's the 2-2 pitch on the way to Ohapi. Send foul into the seats.
Yeah, East Carolina seems like they're always in contention for a trip to Omaha.
They were in that regional this year with Coastal Carolina. Well, that team got red hot, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
2-2 pitch and a wave and a miss by Ohapi. He strikes out. 2 down here in the 7th inning. Yeah, that team, I think they won 26 games in a row by the time they lost to LSU in the championship.
Hey, I heard from Jeff Blauser tonight. Hadn't talked to him in a while, and his son Cooper is now at Jacksonville State, and they had a good run in the regionals. And Cooper played every day. Good for him.
That is awesome. 2 down for Rengifo. I know line one up the middle past the diving Ozzie Albies. And a base hit into center field. He's thinking, finally.
Yeah.
He was 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts.
That play kind of makes me laugh because Ozzie had designs on making a diving catch on the line drive. And then as he was about to go for it, he realized, I'm not going to reach that. But he's still on his knees and sliding.
Kind of crumpled down.
Yeah.
Here's Chad Stevens. There's the pitch on the way to the rookie. Stevens takes the ball low and inside. Stevens' boogeyman tonight has been Austin Riley. Chad Stevens is playing in his major league debut tonight. He's put 3 balls in play. All 3 have gone to Riley. And he's made the play all 3 times. 2 of them were dynamic plays. See if he goes that way again. 1-0 from Cox. And a strike on the outside corner. He had to be thinking, those balls that I put in play to third base, 2 of them would have been hits in the minor leagues. Not here. 2 really amazing plays by Riley. Here's the 1-1 to Stevens. And he cuts it loose and missed the curveball. Coming up, it'll be the 7th inning stretch brought to you by the Warrior Alliance, going to bat for veterans and their families by helping them navigate success after military service. To learn more, go to thewarrioralliance.org. 5-0 Angels, top of the 7th. Stevens awaits. And here's the 1-2. And he bounced that up there, knocked down by Murphy, but by the time he finds it, Rengifo is advancing to second base. That bounced about 5 feet in front of the plate. That'll be a wild pitch charged to Cox.
Angels AAA Farm Club has been in Salt Lake City off and on for a lot of years. I played there a lot against them in the Coast League.
2-2 to Stevens, and he struck him out. Good-looking fastball there at 96. That ends the top of the 7th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left. Braves will have Albies, Murphy, and Harris.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. 1 more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor portrayal. Terms and conditions apply.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just give him a call or go to unlock.com.
Call 1-888-780-6854 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Use the money for home improvements, to pay off debt, or to add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Visit unlock.com. That's unlock.com or call 1-888-780-6854 now to get started.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a FARA fight.
Fair and Farah.
Tampa.
Are you ready to round the bases with Base Balderdash? Today,
So we live.
When there is baseball news you need to know before the trading deadline, never lose touch with the radio home of the Braves. Chuck and Chernoff, weekday afternoons from 2 to 6 on the Fan app as well.
First pitch ties the Albies a miss outside. As we're underway here in the bottom of the 7th inning, it's 5-0 Angels. 5 runs, 10 hits for the Angels. No runs, 3 hits for the Braves. Here it is to Ozzie. And they'll take a ball outside, 2-0.
Longest outing of the year for Soriano is 7 innings, and he's done it 4 previous times.
This guy's been terrific tonight. 2-0 pitch. Ball high and outside, 3-0. Take a leadoff walk. Braves have not had the leadoff man on a single time tonight. Only have 3 hits. 3-0 pitch. And there's a strike. Ozzie tonight 0 for 2 with a flyout to right field and a ground out to second base. Trying to get on base versus Soriano on the 3-1 pitch. Check swing, he went 3-2. Unfortunately, this has been a very familiar place for the Braves here lately. Getting late in the game, no runs up on the board. Kind of how we felt last night until they finally busted out in the 6th inning. There's been no busting out tonight. There's a line drive out towards short and caught on the backhand side by Neto. That was an ankle-high catch reaching to his right, and he's able to catch it out of the air. And right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
1 down in the 7th for Sean Murphy. Soriano back to work. And a check swing. He did go, according to Corey Blazer down at first. Folks, did you know the all-time hot sauce leader in RBIs is the original Louisiana brand hot sauce? Like a double play for your mouth, that's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. 0-1 bouncer out towards second. Behind the bag, Stevens has it, juggles, fires. That's in time. Did that clip the bag?
I couldn't tell. It went right over it. If it quite possibly could have, because it ate him up.
So even if the ball hits the bag, the Braves can't get a break. That went directly to the second baseman. Mets and Brewers are tied at 1. That game's in the top of the 6th inning. Bringing you our Saia LTL Freight scoreboard, the official freight carrier of the Atlanta Braves. Check swing by Harris, and he went 0-1. Toronto has taken a 6-3 lead over the Yankees. They win that game, they'll be in first place by themselves in the AL East.
Boy, they are scoring some runs.
Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and Harris swings and misses. Nationals have a 9-5 lead over the Tigers. That game's in the 8th. And 2 finals. Marlins won again. They beat the Twins 4-1. And the Rockies won a game. They defeated the Astros 7-6. Here, unfortunately, it's 5-0 Angels. Here's the 0-2 to Harris. And he'll hang alive, fouling one off into the third deck down the left field line. Soriano fires, and he misses low. He's at 98 pitches now, 65 strikes. He has 6 strikeouts, 2 walks. And he has hypnotized the Braves through 6 2/3. Looking for 7 complete. And the 1-2 pitch. And he missed outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Other than a couple of the knuckle curves that were identified as such, and maybe a changeup, it's mostly been just hard stuff.
And it's 2-2, fouled off.
And I mean hard. That pitch, 98.
Yeah, 100 pitches into the game, he's still throwing 98-mile-an-hour sinkers.
Yeah. And that's with 2 Chips Ahoy cookies already eaten.
You're doing everything you can do.
Everything I can do.
2-2, got him swinging for strike 3. 98-mile-an-hour sinker, fans Harris. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Soriano. We go to the top of the 8th, 5-0 Angels.
Whatever your passion, South College can help you succeed doing something you truly love. For
5 a.m., I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. 1 more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Texting terms at unlock.com/SMS. Privacy policy at unlock.com/privacy-policy. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Text EQUITY to 865-865 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Text EQUITY to 865-865. Text the word EQUITY to 865-865. Text EQUITY to 865-865 now.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
And it's the Yanmar strikeout the side inning. And our contestant is Peter Koch. So if Cox strikes out the side, Koch will be the winner. And our Yanmar strikeout the side inning.
Sounds good to me.
Here's Zach Neto. Lefty Cox brings the pitch. There's a ball inside.
Yeah, let's give away a machine tonight.
Be our first of the year, man.
Yeah.
86 games into the season. We need a winner. There's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Neto. And a ball inside. If Cox can strike out the side, our contestant Peter Koch will be the lucky winner of a brand new Yanmar utility terrain vehicle. Enter all season long at Braves.com/Yanmar for your chance to win a Yanmar UTV. Hack and a miss by Neto. You'll also be entered for a grand prize drawing at the end of the season. Yanmar, built together, backed longer.
I wonder what the grand prize thing would be.
Well, at this rate, it's the only thing we're going to be giving away. 2-1 to Neto. Pulled foul, 2-2. And you think about the lack of striking out the side innings in the 8th inning. And you just think about some of the losses the Braves have had in their bullpen. Joe Jimenez is the name that comes to mind more than any. 2-2 check swing. He went. There's a good start. Zach Neto strikes out. Because you think in recent years, I mean, you had a really hard thrower on the mound in the 8th inning. You go back a few years, you had Iglesias still pitching the 8th back when you had Kenley Jansen in the 9th. A.J. Minter, a guy that the Braves don't have anymore.
Boy, A.J. gave away a bunch of them.
Sure did. Joe Jimenez gave away a bunch last year. Nolan Shinuel takes the ball outside. Pitch. There's a called strike. We saw Austin Cox take over last inning. Had a couple of strikeouts that inning. He throws hard.
Yeah, he looks good.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off, 1-2. So if he strikes out Shinuel, then it'd come down to a matchup versus Mike Trout to make a winner out of Peter Koch. Needs something to be excited about tonight. Let us have a winner here in the 8th inning. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way to Nolan Shinuel. Lefty Cox brings it. Missed inside with a fastball. Not a breath of air out there in those flags in right center. Still night. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way. Shinuel bounces one up the first baseline. Cox on it, spins, throws, bang, bang, and they got him. And 2 away here in the 8th inning.
Dang it.
So no winner in the Yanmar strikeout the side inning. We're 0 for 86 this season. Got to be a winner coming up some point soon.
Nice play there by Austin Cox not to spin around and hit Matt Olson right between the eyes with a missile.
2 down for Mike Trout. Braves in the bottom of the inning will have 9-1-2 coming up. Currently trailing 5-0.
You know, nobody can foresee the future except Jonathan Chadwick, so we really don't know. But I'll throw it out there. Could this be the last at bat in Atlanta for Mike Trout?
Possibly. At least as an Angel.
Yeah, he's not an old man. I'm not saying that. But next year, the Braves will play in Los Angeles.
Right.
He wouldn't be due to come back here as an Angel until 27.
Right. There's the pitch to Trout. And there's a ball high. Well, and of course, there's lots of talk about a potential work stoppage that year.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows? 1-0 to Trout. And a ball high, 2 balls, no strikes.
Well, even Sean Murphy's getting disgusted. I mean, he has been, but it's like he's not hiding it anymore when they don't get those borderline calls or even strikes that are not called strikes.
Trout takes a called strike, fastball over, 2 balls and a strike on him. Trout tonight's been on base twice, hit by a pitch in the 4th inning, walked and scored in the 6th inning. And he has gone 2 for 10 in the series. 2-1 pitch, liner in the air to left field, coming in Profar, makes a chest-high catch, and they go down 1-2-3. Good work out of Austin Cox. We advance to the bottom of the 8th, 5-0 Angels.
From joyful occasions to the unexpected, First Franklin Financial.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. 1 more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor Portrayal. Terms and conditions apply. Not available in all states.
Hey, homeowners, can I get a minute of your time? If you need cash but don't want another loan, I've got the perfect solution. You can access up to $500,000 of your home's equity without monthly payments or interest ever with Unlock. This isn't a loan. It's a home equity agreement. With Unlock, you may qualify for cash today in exchange for a share of your home's future value. No debt, no extra bills, just financial flexibility on your terms. Use the money however you want. Home improvements, paying off debt, investing, or boosting your retirement savings. Unlike HELOCs, home equity loans, or cash out refis, there are no monthly payments. No stress. You've built this equity. Now it's time to use it. Go to unlock.com for more information.
Don't wait. Call 888-780-6854 to unlock the equity in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Call 888-780-6854. 888-780-6854 or visit unlock.com. That's unlock.com for more information.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
680 and 93.7, home of the Braves.
Angels go to their bullpen. 7 brilliant innings by Soriano. 3 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. Sam Bachman comes on in the 8th. He's 1-1 with a 2.25 ERA in 8 innings. And he is in the upper 90s with a slider and changeup.
His first pitch to Nick Allen is a ball inside. First pitch slider to Allen. Love to get him on base for the top of the order and see if they can make a crack at it here in the 8th. Trailing 5-0. 1-0 pitch. Ball low and outside from Bachman.
Well, he's got a short arm delivery when he takes it back after he's been in the stretch. Ball comes right out of his right ear.
Looking into his catcher, O'Hoppe, and the pitch on the way misses up and in. That was 97 on that sinker. He's out of Miami University of Ohio. Right-hander with a red beard. Looking into his catcher, O'Hoppe, and the 3-0 pitch. And a strike, 3-1.
What are they called? The Red Hawks? Is that
sounds right?
Red uni with the Angels. Red hair.
Yeah. Little theme there, huh?
I'm glad you noticed.
3-1 pitch. Called strike, 3-2. Payoff to Allen and a called third strike. One down looking at a sinker. One down as some of the boos rain down on the field as Allen walks off the field. Looked like a good pitch.
Yeah, it was a very good pitch.
Right on the outside corner. Here's Ronald Acuna.
Easily a strike.
Acuna over 3. By the way, last night the eyes of Major League Baseball were on Clayton Kershaw. Became the 20th member of the 3,000 strikeout club last night. Acuna takes the ball low and outside. I found this fascinating. He has now faced 10,999 batters in his career and has 3,000 strikeouts. There's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Acuna, and he'll come unwound, swung on and missed at a slider.
Well, the note you had yesterday is the one that blew me away about his 2,000th strikeout.
Yeah. Strikeout number 2,000 for his career, and strikeout 3,000 came on the same date 8 years apart. 1-1 a called strike. It was July 2nd, 2017 when Kershaw registered his 2,000th strikeout. And then yesterday, July 2nd, 2025, getting number 3,000 when he struck out Vinny Capra looking last night to reach number 3,000. 1-2, and Ronald hangs alive, fouling one off. A few interesting nuggets for Kershaw. Number 1, he joins Walter Johnson and Bob Gibson as the only pitchers with 3,000 or more strikeouts, all with one team. That's hard to do. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Acuna takes the ball low and outside. And then I saw this note that Sarah Langs had earlier today. He's the 4th lefty to reach the 3,000 strikeout club, joining Randy Johnson, Steve Carlton, and CC Sabathia. It's fun going through some of those numbers when you have an achievement like that. 2-2 to Acuna, and he'll send one hard up the middle into center field for a base hit. Ronald has his first hit of the night. 1-out single. That'll bring Matt Olson up to the plate.
You know what, Ben? I take exception to that 3,000 strikeouts with one team. John Smoltz got his first 3,000 strikeouts all with the Braves.
Right.
Before he went to other teams.
That's a good point. Matt Olson takes a strike on the inside corner.
Texted John tonight. He said he needed 2 strikeouts that night to get to 3,000, and it wasn't another start or two later that his shoulder blew out.
Owen Olson, and he'll foul one back 0-2. Yeah, you and I were thinking about that before the game because there are other Braves pitchers who have reached 3,000 strikeouts but did it with other teams.
Yeah.
Smoltz did it in a Braves uniform. 0-2 to Olson. Took a big hack there, but fouled one back. 1-2. Or rather, still 0-2, I should say.
Phil Niekro got his with another team.
So did Greg Maddux.
Uh-huh.
You and I both feel like Warren Spahn would have gotten there if it had not been for the military service, but he certainly doesn't question that decision.
No.
0-2, a reach and a miss by Olson for strike 3.
93-mile-an-hour changeup.
So 2 down for Riley. Here's one more note that I thought was really interesting. Of the 3,000 strikeouts for Kershaw, that involved 959 batters. And the player he struck out the most in his career, Brandon Belt, 30 times.
Lefty on lefty.
Yeah. 30 of the 3,000. There's a called strike on Riley.
And in your division, of course.
Right. 5-0 Angels, bottom of the 8th. 0-1 to Riley. Strong swing, but missed that sinker that was humming in there at 99.
Tell you what, they brought some gas today, didn't they?
Have.
The pitching staff.
And between Soriano and Bachman. There's the 0-2 pitch to Riley. Missed outside with a fastball at 99. I mean, it's been a buffet of fastballs today. 98, 99, all day long. Riley with a little tapper in front of the plate. On it now, Ohapi. Spins and fires, gets the out at first, and there's the final out in the 8th inning. So another 0 hung up there on the board by the Braves. We go to the top of the 9th inning, 5-0 Angels.
My name is Patrick, and I'm the Military Outreach Manager at the Warrior Alliance. I served in the U.S. Army as an airborne ranger and deployed to several combat zones and support.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
Texting terms at unlock.com/SMS. Privacy policy at unlock.com/privacy-policy. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Text EQUITY to 865-865 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Text EQUITY to 865-865. Text the word EQUITY to 865-865. Text EQUITY to 865-865.
Fan.
5-0 Angels. We go to the 9th. Raisel Iglesias will get an opportunity to pitch against his old club. 35-year-old right-hander is in his 34th game. He's 4-5. His ERA 5.28. 33 strikeouts against only 6 walks in 30 innings.
Taylor Ward is there to greet him. Angels feeling comfortable with a 5-0 lead on the pitch to Ward in for a strike. For the Braves, Elder, De Los Santos, Cox, and Iglesias on the mound tonight. 4 runs charged to Elder, 1 run charged to De Los Santos. 0-1 to Ward is outside. 1-1. Ward tripled, drove in a run back in the 6th inning. He'll swing and miss at a changeup here. So a 1-2 count on Ward. Like we mentioned earlier, Angels wrap up this series and fly to Toronto to take on the red-hot Blue Jays. Braves stay put, welcome in the Orioles. 1-2, got him swinging. That time a fastball, 95, gets Ward. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th, it'll be Ozuna, Profar, and Albies, and the Braves will be in need of an inning like they had last night when they scored 7 runs in the 6th inning. Angels with 1 in the 1st, 2 in the 2nd, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 6th. Meanwhile, Joe Adell rips one down the left field line foul, and the screen 0-1 for him. He's had a 2-hit night and has extended his hitting streak to 14 straight, longest by an Angel this season. A 1 to Adell. Popped up, back of the infield cutout, shallow center. Harris coming in, can't get there. That bounced on the grass right in front of him in very shallow center field. He was sprinting in, Ozzie was sprinting out, and that split the 2 defenders.
It's kind of like a little pop bottle rocket out there. Speaking of July 4th, what was your favorite firework as a kid?
Oh, man. Well, I loved getting creative with Roman candles, whether they went on my bike handle, whether I attached them to something, use them as an extension, kind of like a bazooka. There's a ball low and outside. So I loved having a good time with the Roman candles just because they just seemed like shot after shot. They just continued to fire.
Sure.
Loved taking the sticks off of bottle rockets, dropping them in the water. There's a ball low. We had a creek back behind the house. We'd go back there and throw them in the creek. You could take the stick off those things, throw them at each other. Really unsafe stuff.
Really? Well, you're a kid. You're a boy.
There's a 2-0 pitch and a strike there.
I like pop bottle rockets, too, because you could throw them.
Yeah. Or you just leave the stick attached, kind of underhand toss, throw it right up in the air, and then take off.
Yeah, that's the way I'm thinking of them.
Strike on the outside corner. Yeah, those were fun. M80s were great.
Graduated to cherry bombs and M80s. Yeah.
And mailboxes and M80s. Ah, the memories. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way to Jorge Soler. Ball outside, 3-2. Payoff pitch, fouled off. See, the 4th of July was the best because you could go get fireworks for New Year's, but it was just too cold outside. After a little while, just too cold.
Yeah.
4th of July, you could be out there all night.
That's true.
3-2, Soler swings and misses. Got him with a changeup. 2 down here in the top of the 9th. I just remember walking into those fireworks stands, knowing what I could afford, but seeing the big boy toys over there in those big boxes that were way more than my folks would let me spend on fireworks. And just daydreaming about what I could do with those things. There's a called strike.
We'd go to an amusement park, too, when I was a kid. Wedgwood Amusement Park in Oklahoma City. Big fireworks show, and then we'd go home and do our own.
Well, Hoppy takes a called strike.
Or wait and do it the next day.
Yeah, exactly. You could do it for multiple days.
Yeah.
I'd get pretty cruel with the M80s. There's the 0-2 pitch on the way to Hoppy. And he'll lunge and miss for strike 3. I would go looking for ant beds. And you'd put those M80s down in the ant bed, light the fuse, start the party.
That'd be good for a fountain, too.
Yeah, it would. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It's 5-0.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. 1 more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor portrayal. Terms and conditions apply. Not available in all states.
Hey, homeowners, can I get a minute of your time? If you need cash but don't want another loan, I've got the perfect solution. You can access up to $500,000 of your home's equity without monthly payments or interest ever with Unlock. This isn't a loan. It's a home equity agreement. With Unlock, you may qualify for cash today in exchange for a share of your home's future value. No debt, no extra bills, just financial flexibility on your terms. Use the money however you want. Home improvements, paying off debt, investing, or boosting your retirement savings. Unlike HELOCs, home equity loans, or cash out refis, there are no monthly payments. No stress. You've built this equity. Now it's time to use it. Go to unlock.com for more information.
Don't wait. Call 888-780-6854 to unlock the equity in your home and get up to $500.
For the biggest moments. Xfinity. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary, not guaranteed.
The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. It's the perfect balance of peppers, vinegar, and the salty tears of Mets fans. That's Louisiana hot. Buy you some.
Stream the radio home of the Braves while you work to separate the rumors from reality before the Major League Baseball trade deadline. Lock in Cellini and Domino weekdays between 10 and 2 on the Fan app.
We go to the bottom of the ninth. Last call for the Braves. They trail 5-0. Angels go to their bullpen again. They bring in Brock Burke, who has more B's in his, well, he's 4-1 with a 3.90 ERA. A lot of hits, 37 hits, 301 average against him. He's a lefty.
Marcell Ozuna, the batter. No runs on 4 hits for the Braves tonight. Trailing 5-0. Pitch from Burke in for a called strike.
Gustavo Campero also checks into the game to play right field.
Oh, 1 to Ozuna. Ball outside. If the Braves cannot score here, this would be the 4th time that they would have been shut out over the last 7 games. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Ozuna takes the ball outside.
Braves pitchers have done a good job tonight overall. 12 strikeouts. Iglesias looked good. Struck out the side. Cox looked good in his 2 innings.
2 on, a swing and a miss by Ozuna. The thing is, also, if the Braves get shut out tonight, Joe, that'd be the 8th time they've been shut out this year, and half of them would have come in the last week or so.
Yikes.
Ozuna's been on twice, single and a walk. Burke shaking off O'Hoppe, now the left-hander ready. Now the 2-2. Ozuna hangs alive, fouling one back into the screen.
This guy throws hard, too. That was 98. Slider and a change.
It's been nothing but fireballers on the mound for the Angels tonight. And the 2-2 to Ozuna. Missed a little bit low with a changeup. The 3-2 pitch, and he strikes him out. A changeup gets Ozuna swinging. 1 down in the 9th. Not only have the Braves not scored a run, they haven't had a runner at second base in this game.
Wow, I hadn't noticed that.
1 out for Jurickson Profar. And Profar launches one to deep left field. Ward to the wall. And for the 2nd night in a row, Profar takes him deep. It's a solo homer. The Braves finally on the board on the 2nd home run by Jurickson Profar. And it's a 5-1 game.
Boy, that was a no-doubter, too, Ben.
Last night he went down the right field line. Tonight, as a right-handed batter crushes one into the seats in left. And And that's the first homer of the night hit for the Braves, meaning you'll save at least $75 on a set of select tires at Tire Discounters tomorrow only. That'll be powered back by Ozzie. Plus a free alignment and a free oil change. Stay tuned for the Hyundai postgame show to see how much you'll save tomorrow at Tire Discounters. Visit TireDiscounters.com/Braves for more. 0-1 pitch. Ozzie takes the ball outside. Actually, that savings might not come till Saturday. What you say, JC? You think they're closed tomorrow? Tire Discounters? Maybe they're open on the 4th. Either way, you got a discount coming your way. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Albies takes the ball outside.
A lot of the crowd of 34,000 is stuck around, and they are doing the chop and the chant, trying to get something going.
Ozzie Albies hits one in the air to center field. Joe Adell over to his right, tracking, and makes the catch out in left center. And the Braves down to their final out. Bat in the hands of Sean Murphy. Well, if you're looking for any kind of positive tonight, it'd be the way that Jurickson Profar has come back from his suspension and has gone deep twice, hitting the ball hard. Need more of that and need it from top to bottom of the order. That swung on a miss by Murphy. The homer by Profar traveled 417 feet and off his bat at 102 miles an hour. Murphy swings and misses, and the Braves down to their final strike. Braves have been out-hit 11-5 and outscored 5-1. 0-2 to Murphy. Got him swinging. And the Angels win the game, and with it, the series. Braves scored just 1 run tonight on the 9th inning home run by Jurickson Profar. And the Braves fall to 4-8 in rubber games this season. And they drop this one at home to the Angels. For the Braves in the 9th, 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, none left. Final score, Angels 5, Braves 1. Back on the totals after this.
You know what my favorite thing about Braves games are? Everything. The crowds and the food and the baseballs and the food and the cheering and the food. Kind of like how everything at Cortland's Apartments is my favorite. Hi, I'm Cordy, Cortland's spokespug, here to tell you about the awesome live and play spaces at Cortland and the amazing resident service. That's probably why they were ranked #1 apartment brand on Reputation.com. Cortland, proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Find your new apartment home at Cortland.com.
Summer in the South means a few things: baseball, grilling out, and Vidalia onions from Schumann Farms. Vidalia onions are the champagne of onions. It can only be a Vidalia if it's grown in a specific region of South Georgia where the soils are just right for...
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. 1 more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor Portrayal. Terms and conditions apply. Not available in all states.
Hey, homeowners, can I get a minute of your time? If you need cash but don't want another loan, I've got the perfect solution. You can access up to $500,000 of your home's equity without monthly payments or interest ever with Unlock. This isn't a loan. It's a home equity agreement. With Unlock, you may qualify for cash today in exchange for a share of your home's future value. No debt, no extra bills, just financial flexibility on your terms. Use the money however you want. Home improvements, paying off debt, investing, or boosting your retirement savings. Unlike HELOCs, home equity loans, or cash out refis, there are no monthly payments. No stress. You've built this equity. Now it's time to use it. Go to unlock.com for more information.
Don't wait. Call 888-780-6854 to unlock the equity in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Call 888-780-6854. 888-780-6854 or visit unlock.com. That's unlock.com for more information.
Here's what the car insurance companies may think they know after a car crash. They know you probably don't know what your claim is worth, or how to calculate pain and suffering, lost wages and future earnings, current and future medical expenses, or diminished value to your car. But guess what? We do. And if we don't win your case, you owe us nothing. For a fairer fight, you know who to call, Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
With July 4th weekend starting tomorrow, it's the time to make sure you're stocked on sparklers. Grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick for an epic 4th of July celebration. Because America's Birthday Bash deserves refreshment that's like fireworks of explosive flavor.
Give me a mountain with lots to do. Give me a river. Give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine. Give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Choosing a bottled Starbucks Frappuccino drink that's all flavor and just 100 calories? Easy. Choosing between creamy vanilla, double chocolate, and sea salt caramel flavors? A little harder. Try the delicious new Starbucks Frappuccino light drinks. Look for them wherever you buy groceries. Start with Starbucks coffee.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar. The better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
When your morning needs an extra boost, choose Starbucks Double Shot Energy. And then choose between delicious ready-to-drink flavors like vanilla, mocha, or white chocolate. Look for them wherever you buy groceries. A good day starts with better coffee. Start with Starbucks coffee.
July 4th member-only doorbuster deals are on at Lowe's. Right now, rewards members save $50 on a select Charbroil 4-burner gas grill, now just $149. Plus, save over $500 on a Whirlpool top-load laundry pair, now $886. Not a rewards member? Sign up for free today. But hurry, these July 4th doorbuster deals won't last long. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 7/7 while supplies last. Program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Hope. It's more than a word. It's a breakthrough in the making. At City of Hope, we're pushing the boundaries of science, targeting cancer at the molecular level, with teams of experts working together to personalize a treatment plan right down to your DNA with unprecedented speed, making every second count, with appointments in as little as 24 hours. City of Hope, advancing cancer care at life-saving speed. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network is lit by the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. Bring the heat. Stream Braves baseball in crystal clear HD on the Fan app, now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now.
All right, Angels win this one 5-1 over the Braves, and on to the next game. That'll be tomorrow night when the Orioles come to town. Game one in that 3-game series tomorrow night. We'll be on the air at 6 o'clock with the Ford leadoff show, and then Joe and I have the first pitch at 7:15 Eastern, 6:15 Central. Here's the pitching matchup. Former Brave Charlie Morton gets the ball. He's 4-7 with a 5.63 ERA, and obviously current Brave Spencer Strider goes for Atlanta. He's 3-6 with a 3.86 ERA. So for the guys back in studio tonight, that's Joe Virgin and Bryce Gobert. Also for Joe Simpson and our producer-engineer, Jonathan Chadwick, I'm Ben Ingram saying so long and good evening from Truist Park in Atlanta. Final score, Angels 5, Braves 1. Stay tuned for the Hyundai postgame show. That gets going right now with Barrett Sallee.
Thank you very much, Ben. Let's get to our Xfinity play of the game, and it came in the bottom of the ninth. Jurickson Profar solo home run was his second of the season and his second in as many nights. Xfinity knows live baseball is better with less freezing at the plate. That's why we deliver Wi-Fi built for streaming with ultra-low lag. Get the fastest connection to the Braves and stream more of the biggest moments from the best seat in the house with Xfinity. Totals, highlights, and sound from the clubhouse coming up after the break. You're listening to the Hyundai postgame show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Thanks for listening to Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network, lit by Louisiana Hot Sauce. This broadcast of Atlanta Braves baseball is a presentation of the Atlanta Braves and Dickey Broadcasting Company, Atlanta. Any use of the accounts, descriptions, and audio of today's game without the express written consent of the Atlanta Braves Major League Baseball Club and Dickey Broadcasting Company is strictly prohibited. Don't move, because the Hyundai postgame show is up next on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network, lit by Louisiana Hot Sauce.
Swing into action this baseball season with Prize Picks, the official daily fantasy sports partner of the Atlanta Braves. The app is simple. Pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code BRAVES to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code BRAVES on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. Prize Picks. Run your game. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Hey Braves fans, think you've got what it takes to beat the freeze? Enter Racetrack's Beat the Freeze sweepstakes for your chance to race the legendary freeze on the field at Truist Park August 23rd. The winner will receive game tickets, parking, a $1,000 gift card, and their chance to beat the freeze. Sign up now through August 5th by entering online at beatthefreezesweepstakes.com or in store at your favorite racetrack. But don't wait, this chance moves as fast as the freeze himself. No purchase necessary. 18 plus to enter. See full rules and details at beatthefreezesweepstakes.com.
Great teams win with smart plays. Just like great businesses win with Saia LTL Freight. As the exclusive freight and logistics company of the Atlanta Braves, Saia brings nationwide customer-first service that delivers every time. Need to move shipments across the country? Saia covers all the bases, coast to coast, to keep your business running smoothly. Make Saia part of your starting lineup. Visit Saia.com. That's SAIA.com. The All-Star break is in sight, and that can mean only one thing. 2025 Topps Baseball Series 2 is here. Series 2 has something for every baseball fan, showcasing the season's most exciting rookies and iconic moments from the game's greatest legends. 2025 Topps Baseball Series 2 is also packed with exclusive game-use memorabilia and autographs from the league's biggest stars. Get to your local hobby shop or Topps.com to build your collection today.
Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network is lit by the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. Bring the heat.
Hard hit ball to short, scooped up and tossed to second. Quick turnaround, it's going to be close. Throws it to first, and he's out. Double play.
A Braves double play is a well-oiled machine, just like Valvoline Instant Oil Change. We'll change your oil in about 15 minutes while you stay in your car. The only thing that'll be out here is your old oil. Drive into your neighborhood Atlanta location today. No appointment needed. Valvoline Instant Oil Change is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
When the game's on the line, making the right call can be the difference between winning or losing. Right, Blooper? Making the right call after you've been injured is no different. For more than 25 years, injured people have made the right call to John Foy and Associates after an accident. Why? Because they know we fight to get you everything you deserve, and we don't stop fighting until you get the most money possible. Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Hey, this is Chris Domino reminding you that big baseball news can drop at any time before the Major League trade deadline. Listen to me and Nick Cellini while you work weekdays between 10 and 2.
Another ball game is in the books, and we've got it all covered. This is the Hyundai postgame show on the Braves Radio Network. All the highlights, news, and audio from today's game is on the way. All driven by your local Hyundai dealer. Proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Visit buyhyundai.com.
Sales 3-2. Not a thing wrong with that. Here's the strike zone with a fastball.
Now live from the Battery Atlanta at Truist Park. It's time for the Hyundai postgame show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Welcome into the Braves Radio Network studios here in the Battery Atlanta, just steps away from the right field gate at Truist Park. Fans leaving after a disappointing loss to the L.A. Angels 5-1. The Braves muster only 5 hits, but Jurickson Profar does hit his second home run in as many nights in the bottom of the 9th inning to avoid the shutout. Let's get to the highlights. Top of the first, Bryce Elder in some trouble after a leadoff single by Zach Neto and a walk to Taylor Ward. That sets up Joe Adell to do some early damage.
Elders 1-1 to the plate, and a bouncer up the middle that finds a hole and a base hit. Around third base, Zach Neto, and he'll score. And once again, the Angels have the early lead. It's 1-0 L.A.
Top of the second, Elder in a jam yet again. Zach Neto doubles with 2 down. That sends Nolan Shonowell to the plate, looking to do some more damage.
3-1 from Elder. And a fly ball to deep center. Michael Harris going to go back. Michael's at the wall. He goes up and he hits into the wall as the ball sails over his head. And it's a 2-run homer by Nolan Shonowell, his 8th of the year. And it's now 3-0 Angels here in the second.
Top of the 4th, still 3-0 Halos. 1 down as Bryce Elder looks to get Zach Neto out of the game.
1-0 to Neto and a fly ball towards deep center. Michael Harris put to the test. Going back to the wall. Michael out of room, and that's in the bullpen. Zach Neto with a single in the first, a double in the second, and a homer here in the 4th.
408 feet off Neto, and he did not get that cycle, luckily for the Braves. Top of the 6th, still 4-0. Elder out of the game, and Eniel De Los Santos on the hill. De Los Santos walks Mike Trout with 2 down to set up a showdown with Taylor Ward.
1-2 pitch. Swung on, line toward left field. Profar dives, can't get it. Gets by him. It'll go all the way to the bullpen wall. 1 run will score. Rounding second, heading to third is Ward, and he'll slide in there with a triple. Jurickson Profar laid out for it, going straight across toward the line to his right, but couldn't get it. And it's an RBI triple for Ward, and it's 5-0 Los Angeles.
Same score, bottom of the 9th, 1 down with Brock Burke facing Jurickson Profar.
And Profar launches one to deep left field. Ward to the wall, and for the second night in a row, Profar takes him deep. It's a solo homer, and the Braves finally on the board on the second home run by Jurickson Profar. And it's a 5-1 game.
Boy, that was a no-doubter too, Ben.
Indeed it was. Good news for Profar, doing all he can to keep the Braves in the playoff shades. Later in the inning, Burke facing Sean Murphy, with Murphy serving as the Braves' final hope.
0-2 to Murphy. Got him swinging. And the Angels win the game, and with it the series. Braves scored just 1 run tonight on the 9th inning home run by Jurickson Profar. And the Braves fall to 4-8 in rubber games this season. And they drop this one at home to the Angels. For the Braves in the 9th, 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, none left. Final score, Angels 5, Braves 1.
Jose Soriano gets the win for the Angels. He's 6-5 on the season. Bryce Elder gets the loss. He's 2-6. Hey fans, there's never been a better time to test drive that Hyundai that you've always wanted. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Hyundai is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Every Atlanta Braves game, live on the air and streaming free on the app.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan.
Welcome back to the studios. You will hear from starting pitcher Bryce Elder coming up on the other side of the break. It's a Hyundai postgame show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
When you're looking for leading cardiac care, look to Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with 95% patient recommendations. You could say we're #1 in the heart of Georgia. We lead with 100 dedicated cardiovascular doctors, so you'll know your heart is in the best hands. We lead with compassion, because you are at the heart of our care. Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with heart.
Oh, hey. Hey, thanks for meeting me here. It's just, you're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion. Do you see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there? That's all I paid for it.
Let me get back to you on that. Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. At the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Santa Fe models. And check out our other great deals at your Hyundai dealer today. Offer ends September 2nd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Hurry up and get your Braves tickets for the 2025 season. With great matchups and multiple seating options and packages available, there's something every fan will love. Visit Braves.com/tickets today.
From playing catch in the front yard to backyard barbecues, your lawn is the backdrop to it all. That's why Pennington, as the official grass seed of the Atlanta Braves, is here to help you grow a lawn you can be proud of. With over 80 years of experience rooted right here in Braves country, Pennington knows what it takes to achieve big league results right at home. So whether you're entertaining or unwinding, you can trust Pennington Grass Seed, available at the Home Depot.
Hello, I'm Neil Pruitt, Chairman and CEO of Pruitt Health. We believe family makes us stronger. Pruitt Health has served families and communities throughout the Southeast for more than 50 years. If you're looking for skilled nursing, home health, or hospice care, count on our caregivers to provide the personalized plan your loved one needs. Learn more, visit PruittHealth.com. Pruitt Health is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Military veterans are eager to transfer their skills and experiences to civilian life, but lack trusted connections to expedite their path to success. That is, until they meet the Warrior Alliance. The Warrior Alliance goes the extra mile to reach veterans in their communities so they do not have to take this journey alone. With over 40 partners across 10 service areas, your donation goes a long way toward achieving maximum impact for a veteran and their family. Go to thewarrioralliance.org to donate today and commit to helping the Warrior Alliance change thousands of lives for the better.
This is Chuck Oliver, and I want your summer to include 2 tickets to Truist Park. Listen to Chuck and Chernoff weekdays during our 4 o'clock hour for your chance to win Braves tickets on 680 The Fan or use the Fan app.
You're locked into the Hyundai postgame show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network. Driven by your local Hyundai dealer. Proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves.
Welcome back to the Braves Radio Network studios here in the Battery, Atlanta. Hey, fans, are you looking for another reason to root for Chris Sale? Remember that every strikeout recorded by Chris Sale represents $51 in support of first responders and their families, because attorney Ken Nugent and Chris Sale are teaming up to show appreciation for Georgia's first responders who, with one call that's all, put Georgians first. Chris Sale's strikeout total is at 114 this season, and attorney Ken Nugent's donation is up to almost $6,000. Plus, as they do every month, Ken and his team will award $1,500 to one first responder each month, and Chris will host that first responder and their family before a game. Don't forget to get those first responder nominations in for July by going to callken.com/first responder. That's callken.com/first responder. Big thanks to Chris and Ken, and of course to all the first responders out there. Thank you for your service. Bryce Elder got the start today. He went 5 innings, gave up 8 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. He was tagged in with the loss. Here is Bryce Elder after the game.
Boys, how tough is it for this team just to not be able to click and get on one of those long streaks?
I mean, yeah, it's tough, but, it doesn't help when, I set us up in 4 hole right off the bat. So I think that starts, first inning we go down 1-0, so put the guys in a hole, and that's on me there. So it's tough to get the offense rolling when you're always kind of coming from behind.
Was your command off on the sinker today with leaving some up over the plate? Or?
I thought, I think I moved it on both sides of the plate better than I have, most of the times this year. But yeah.